Ladies and gentlemen, pirates and pirates, welcome to the one and only, often imitated, can never be duplicated, Rumboyz Fantasy Network, ladies and gentlemen. We'll kind of talk more about that. I guess we're another podcast that's in the sports industry that is entering a lawsuit. Don't worry, ours is not with Brett Favre. We're gonna roast it. We're gonna talk about it. We have plenty of fucking comedy about the whole situation throughout the whole show. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you hanging on the edge of your seats? This is Rumboyz After Dark. Ladies and gentlemen, the most lit Friday night fantasy football, NFL, sports-based live streaming podcast to ever touch a motherfucking Friday night. Ladies and gentlemen, first thing we got to do, we got to make sure that we take care of our sponsors. Hey, yo, shout out to the whole crew over at GLD. Baseball season starting, so you see me rocking that Dodgers chain. Hey, yo, let's show off some more of that GLD swag with this ad. Mike, let's go.
Mario Foreign GLD collab.
Yeah, the gun let off like, yeah, shots fly the boy like, swing on the board like, beat up the boy like, yeah, shots fly.
I miss the GLD.
Jump on the car.
Ball, ladies and gentlemen, shout out shopgld.com. That's right, shopgld.com. You want to get iced out, you want to get draped up and dripped down. Official sponsor of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Head on over to GLD, shopgld.com. Message me, DM me for a personal link. I got you. You need that link to take that extra discount off. You already know what it is. Shopgld.com, promo code Rumboyz, the most iced out, drippiest boys in the game. Official with the NFL, official with the NBA, official with the NCAA, official with the NHL, official with the MLB, official with Marvel motherfucking Studios. Let's go. Next sponsor I want to shout out. Gotta give a big shout out. Brand new mock draft feature. We're going to be talking about a very short form fantasy football mock draft that we did later on this show, but brand new mock draft feature. I gotta shout the homies over at Pro Football Focus. If you really feel like that you are a football guru, you feel like you really know football, a brand new fantasy football format has unleashed for you. Many of us that are on the show have played it together. It is no other than All 22. Ladies and gentlemen, All 22 is a fantasy football format for you to be able to draft a full 53-man roster. Think of it as your Madden franchise mode, if you will. Okay, get on over to all22.com. Use promo code Rumboyz. Take advantage of 40% off the subscription price. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I keep pressing as Mike is pressing it. I'm sorry, Mike, hands off. Promo code Rumboyz. Mike is going to throw it up there at the bottom. You get exclusive stat breakdowns. You get exclusive coaches film. You get exclusive previews to just all the latest and greatest features. Our mock draft feature is pretty fucking insane. All 22, promo code Rumboyz. Head on over there. Also want to shout out Champions Round. Play Champions Round. Daily Dozens is going down. March Madness competition is going down over on Champions Round. Head on over there right now. Link is in the description. Click that thing. You already know. Daily Dozens is so fun, man. $7 bet, you get, $12 bet, you get 7 props out of the 12 correct. You turn that thing into 2,400. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we have to get into the cast and crew. First up, give it up for our producer, man. Drop the mic, FF.
What it do? Let's get the party started.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, he is the patron saint of fantasy football. Give it up for Saint Pat F.
We got 1 week for my special day. I'm feeling lucky. Are you?
Oh, I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling lucky. Pinch me. I'm Irish. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of pinch me, I'm Irish. Maybe he's a wee bit Scottish. We don't know. We call him the Ginger Wonder. Give it up for David Gillespie.
What is happening? I'm sorry I came in last second. It was my longest spanking session of the month after today's trade, man. I'm not proud of it, but I had to do what I had to do. I had to relieve my excitement. Dude, we are in business now. We are finally NFL royalty. It feels so
You're not NFL royalty. You're the Bears.
We're on the cusp of it. Can you give us that? We're on the cusp of it, right?
You'll have your moment in the show. You'll have your fucking moment in the show. Calm your damn pants. Ladies and gentlemen, last but certainly not least, my arch fucking nemesis. The man who I always want to just jump down in the panel and slap him silly as if he were Chris Rock and I were Will Smith. Keep my wife name out your mouth, Taco TDS.
Jones by submission. I called it straight like that, baby.
Hey, I got money, so I'm good. Let's get into the show. Let's get into the show. Let's get into the show. We got a lot that we gotta cover. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do, dilly dilly.
Tastes like victory, boys.
You can. Here's the thing, really quick, before we continue. You can call yourself the Rumboyz, but you do not run a lit stream as this motherfucker's about to be tonight.
No, wasn't it like Rumboyz Cooking?
It's a cooking show.
Rumboyz Cooking.
Can you pull
Rumboyz
up
Racing.
Jamie's comment?
Rumboyz Cooking with Racing.
What's cooking tonight?
Who the fuck?
Kitchen
Yo,
Gadget.
Jamie, we got Jamie in the chat. Yo, bros, what's
Kitchen
cooking
Gadget.
tonight? Dilly, yo, my cousin Brian up in the chat. Big ups, dilly, bro. Yo, let me crack open this beer. We got hell no, hell yeah, up in the chat. Albert, what's good? Yo, I got a living shandy. I'm ready to go. Spring is here. Treat, what's good? What's good, Leafs defense? Let's get into it. All right, so we all grew up in like 80s, 90s. We all remember this classic game, right? It was a very educational game when we were all very young youths, very young jits. And it was this game, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? So tonight we're going to begin tonight's show with playing a game called Where in the World is Lamar Jackson? Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are completely just at odds, butting heads. I compare it to if a freaking great white had the ability to come on land and had to fight a fucking pit bull, okay? Because that's exactly what it is. All right. Is one smaller but still has some bite? Absolutely yes. My question to you guys is, I want you to throw on your GM caps. Where do you see this going? I know a bunch of teams said that they were out, so let's also touch on that a little bit. Where is he going? Is anyone bluffing? Do the Ravens get this damn deal done? Let's just start the show off. It's what the fuck the graphic is. Mike, take it away.
All right, so when I made this graphic, I knew exactly how I wanted to start because I knew I was going to be going first on this topic. To me, this is all about the Ravens. I'm not saying the teams are colluding. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is the Cleveland Browns fucked this up for all 31 other teams by giving he who shall not
We know
be
the Watson
named.
angle. We know the Watson angle. They paid Watson. That fucked it up because that reset the market. I get that.
But that's why I'm saying that Baltimore is doing this. They're letting Lamar go out there and realize that what he thinks he's going to get paid is not going to happen.
What he should be paid. Let me preference that first.
No, I'm not saying he shouldn't. I'm not saying he shouldn't.
Okay.
I'm just saying their teams
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.
Teams are not going to want to give that much guaranteed money, all fully guaranteed. They're going to accidentally make him the scapegoat, however you want to call it. I don't think he's still going to get paid. If it's not Baltimore,
Oh.
I still think there's an outside chance it's the Washington Commanders. But I don't think it's going to happen because the Snyder thing.
New owner could come in and be like, let me swing my balls. New owner should be coming in by the 18th.
Fingers crossed.
I still think these teams saying they're out are lying. The team that has the bankroll to do it and that can do it, and they have the talent around them. I don't.
Lamar's last 2 seasons, yes, Lamar did get injured. Lamar did have injuries. I am not buying into that take. I am not buying into that take.
Hardcore disagree on that last comment. Hardcore disagree.
Yeah, I disagree on that one.
I don't understand why Atlanta is saying they're out.
I don't get it either. Atlanta's got some potential, man.
Going to Atlanta would be perfect.
It'd be a good situation.
Good situation.
Yeah.
Lamar to ATL hoods is what Treat's saying.
I think it should be ATL, but I think
it's not going to be the Miami Dolphins. So really quick, I'm going to just touch on this early before anyone else can even bring it up. Tua already got his 5th-year extension despite having neurological issues with concussions.
They owe it to him because they're the ones that caused it.
And they do owe it to him because they are the ones that did cause it. And that's pretty much the take that I think that most of us will have there. Get your money. You deserve your money. So Miami's out of the picture. We closed the door on Miami because they signed Tua with his 5th-year option. Pat, take it away.
Who do I think creates a contract? I don't think anyone gives him exactly what he wants.
Probably not.
I think he's in a place where he is asking more than what the market is ready to give.
But the market's already been reset. The market's already been set. And that's the problem with this. Deshaun set it that high.
Yeah, he did.
But just because one bad contract doesn't mean anything else.
But that's what happens in the NFL.
Robbie's right about that. Yeah.
But let me finish my take. Because the other teams aren't doing it, Lamar's gonna be left with the decision come August.
Mm-hmm.
Do you play on this franchise tag? Do you meet halfway and take a long-term contract with, say, $175 million guaranteed, $200 million guaranteed over 4 years or whatever?
That's fucked. But Lamar's not 175.
Robbie, you're letting your emotions get so in the way right now that you haven't let Mike or myself finish our takes.
Proceed.
Thank you. You want Lamar to get paid. I get that. What I'm saying is one team's mistake doesn't mean everyone else suffers for it, and they're going to fuck their own books to do it. They're not going to go out of their way to say, well, yes, I agree that Lamar should get paid, so I'm going to be the one to open up my checkbook and write this big ass check. So Lamar's going to have to decide: am I playing at $31 million? Am I sitting out a year, or am I playing for $50+ million with $150 to $200 guaranteed, and not getting the over $230 that Deshaun got? Or do I get however you want to space it out? Now you've got knee injuries, you've got lower body injuries as a mobile quarterback. Is your game going to be exactly the same? We don't know. Lamar's got to make those decisions, and I'm nervous because Lamar hasn't surrounded himself with agents and the best people to help him in making that decision.
He's
got his mama with him.
We also have to be approaching an era. At the same time, this is why this is such a big deal, as we brought this up on past episodes. We got to start cutting the agents out. While I do agree, he should have at least hired one to not allow them to have as much control.
But having your mom as the only one
at some point, and this is where I side with the NFLPA. At some point, you gotta bet on yourself and you gotta fall on your sword. You have to.
You can do that too. You can do that, but I also think that there is a certain level of intelligence and wisdom in knowing that I don't know enough about the negotiations aspects to say, I don't know what's best for me in this situation, whereas a professional does.
I
As a quarterback, you put your own teammates in the right positions to succeed.
if I'm Lamar, and if I am going the agent route, and the agent's not getting me better than Deshaun Watson money, or at least that exact figure, I'm firing that fucking agent.
Okay.
Because that's your job. And at that point, I'm betting on myself.
And I'm going to go back, but I'm one more thing on Lamar. Lamar Jackson isn't the smartest quarterback out there.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson's Wonderlic is a 13. I can get that sleeping.
The Wonderlic is bullshit, and we've discussed that. We have discussed that many times on the show. The Wonderlic is bullshit, and we know that.
Johnny Manziel. Didn't Johnny Manziel set like the record for like the Wonderlic test or some shit?
Exactly. Has a fucking amazing Wonderlic. Chad Kelly had an amazing Wonderlic, and look at that fucking dickwad.
But still, that says something about your basic intelligence level and your decision making.
You also got to realize
the league said something.
You know what? But he's also a leader.
The league is also talking about getting rid of it.
He's also a leader of men that gets his boys to get out there and play and give their heart for him. Yeah. You don't see that on a Wonderlic test. That's what you really.
You're absolutely right about that, Taco. Yeah.
Get him, Taco.
Did he get his boys to go out and play with him into the playoffs this year when it mattered most?
That was injured.
You're injured. I'm not
every other year.
What has that front office done to get him weapons outside of Mark Andrews?
So leader of men, you blame your front office and don't do it?
The front office can't even take accountability. The front office can't even take accountability.
The front office showed up for Cincinnati.
The front office of Baltimore cannot even take accountability.
Lamar said peace and didn't even show up.
Oh, come on.
David, your take. David, your take. Your take.
Leader of men from his couch. Couldn't even stand on the sidelines.
Hopefully y'all can see me because my internet's like acting batshit insane. It's like fucking tweaking the fuck out right now. So here's my take. So I'm kind of like, I'm really tied in the middle between both Robbie's take and Patrick's take because I agree with a lot on both sides. I think what Robbie is trying to say, what it sounds like to me, what Patrick is trying to say is like, we got to be a realist about this, okay? About the fully guaranteed contract. It's most likely not going to happen. And I think that's probably a legitimate possibility because, I think was Kirk Cousins the other one who had a fully guaranteed contract? Is that correct?
Yeah.
So it's just him and Deshaun Watson that have ever received fully guaranteed contracts like that.
No, and then Mahomes has a fuck ton of guaranteed money. Mahomes is the only person,
but it wasn't fully guaranteed though, right?
But
we're just talking full.
Yeah. So and he's saying we got to be a realist about it. But at the same time, I do side a little bit with Robbie as well in that we need to strive to change that aspect of the NFL.
We have to be progressive.
Because it's complete and utter bullshit that the NFL is the only fucking league out there that does not implement fully guaranteed contracts. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to change that shit ASAP. They need to fix that. But at the same time, will they? That's the question. And I think that's what Patrick was trying to pose earlier.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And that's a great point, honestly. I think both sides have great points in that regard. What do I think ultimately happens?
Make sure y'all hit that like.
So let's think about Lamar for one thing. Break him down really quickly as a player. He is maybe, quite possibly, from a natural talent perspective, in my opinion at least, maybe the most talented quarterback we've ever seen. Not the greatest, but the most potential in one guy. He may be that guy out of everyone because of what he can do with his arm and obviously what he can do with his legs because he's arguably the greatest mobile quarterback we've ever seen. Above Michael Vick, above Cam Newton, above Randall Cunningham, etc. Blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm saying in that regard.
Yep.
The one thing that has set him back as a quarterback, because he's got the intermediate game down pat, he's got the short yardage game down pat, and he's obviously got
that's on the offense.
It's the deep ball throwing that has been hampering.
That's on the coordinator.
I think it's a little bit on both. I think there's an argument to say that it's on both, if you ask me. He's never finished any higher than 20th in the league in deep ball completion percentage. Okay, and that has consistently been an issue where he can throw the deep ball, but he's not great at it. And I think that's why people don't consider him elite, is why I don't consider him elite, even though I think he's a damn good quarterback. He's a phenomenal quarterback. He's still capable of winning another MVP. And I still think even with the injuries that, you had to take into account with the knee injuries, like the PCL strain that he had last year, which I don't think is fair to say that, he didn't want to go out there and play with his guys. I think it was a matter of injury. He was nursing that because, you don't want him to become a shell of his former self. What's up, Robbie?
There is one stat that I will throw out.
What's that?
Because with this, okay, and I think it was Mike and I who discussed this tonight that we had to do Rumboyz After Dark ourselves. I think this has only happened once, and this is where I think that really where you really have to look at it. There's obviously the conspiracy side with the owners, trying to be like, hey, yo, DeCasa, you put yourself in this position, figure it the fuck out. But then I also think that there's the aspect of only once in the history of the NFL has a quarterback taken up 12% of a team salary cap, 12% or more of a team salary cap, and won a fucking Super Bowl. And it just happened. And it just happened. Mahomes' first ring was not on that contract.
That was on his rookie deal.
Yeah.
Yep, his first one. It was this second ring that he just got.
Yeah.
To where that happened. So that's brand new. Yeah. Now you can take that and you can twist that narrative and be like, okay, well, that's reasons and grounds to be like, okay, be progressive in terms of, the pay towards the quarterback position. But then that's also grounds to be like, hey, motherfucker, that's only happened once. Slow your roll there, cowboy.
Yeah. No, that's a great point. I love that you brought that up. Honestly, that's a very I always whiff on remembering that take because that's very eye opening to see. And there's a lot of truth to why you see guys like a Russell Wilson move on from their team, and why potentially Lamar Jackson could be the same case, Aaron Rodgers could be the same case, so on and so forth. What I think ultimately happens, honestly, and I know some people in the chat were kind of like criticizing Lamar's the chance of or the decision to re-sign Lamar because he's got his injury history. All right, let's think about this for one thing. So far in his career, he's missed what? I think he's missed nine games. Yeah. I'm sorry, 10 games. I take that back. He's missed a few more than that. 14 games in his career.
Yeah,
but either
14.
way. He's never missed more than a quarter of the season, basically. Okay. And I will still take 75% of Lamar Jackson if I'm in desperate dire need of a franchise QB over 0% of him, if you ask me. What I think the Ravens should do, and I'm kind of, it's this hot take, but I'm kind of predicting they will do, is one of the sides are going to flinch. One of the sides between the
Ravens, they're playing chicken.
Exactly. I think what they're trying to do by putting him on this non-exclusive tag to say, hey, you can go out and negotiate with teams. But here's the thing. I don't think they're going to give you the fully guaranteed money, and we're really trying not to. But at the same time, we want you to come back. We just want to show you that they're not going to.
What movie was that? What 80s movie was that with fucking Kevin Bacon where they were fucking playing chicken? And like he was trying to impress some chicks. He was trying to impress some girls.
Hold on, Dave. That was part of my take that I wasn't able to say. Why I think they put the non-exclusive is they want him to be able to go to other teams and realize that he's not going to be able to make what he wants and make his own market. That was my whole point that got disallowed, that no one heard.
Love it, Mike. I love it, man. Great minds think alike. It's the thing is with Lamar. I think they need to find out whether they cave in and give him the fully guaranteed money or he has to settle for less. I just don't think the Ravens would be. I don't think it's about the Ravens. I don't think they would be able to live it down if he were to move on. He's too talented of a guy to where if you let him go and you let him go for, even if it's just 2 first round, even if you get some compensation like 2 first round picks, I still feel very, very nervous for a guy who obviously is proven, who obviously is a top 10 QB. And you're playing with fire at that point, I mean, you may not be like literally playing with fire to where like the fans would burn the fucking stadium down like the Eagles probably would or some shit. But like you could be. There could be a series of protests. Maybe they'll take a page out of the Eagles fans' playbook and throw some horse shit at them or something. I don't know. But the point remains that, you don't want to play with these Ravens fans. You don't want to fuck with them, okay? They're going to be very pissed, and justifiably so. I wouldn't say they should riot, but they're
not.
Honestly,
here's the thing, though, with Ravens fans. They don't, like they already know that their organization doesn't invest at quarterback. So
but it's like they've stumbled upon something so brand new, someone so brand new in Lamar Jackson. We've never seen anything like him, And it's like to let him go when you've got to, and he's young. He's younger than me. You know, I'm 28. He's what, 26 now? Like, he's so fucking young to move on like that, just like that. They'd be so pissed off. I feel like someone's got to cave in, right?
I feel that. I feel that. Really quick. So the person that has to use our brand name, in order to get views, and then it just now texts me and be like, we don't do the same thing. It's different, bro. You still have to use my name in order for you to live.
Yeah. By the way,
You're a
Rob,
fraud.
I was gonna say this.
You're a fraud.
I totally get what you're saying because he is stealing your name, but like the dude also does only have like 1 subscriber on his channel. So, I mean, like,
it's himself. It's him fucking self.
So all the views are coming from him. He's got a shit ton of work to do before he starts making some money. You know, I'm just saying. You know,
hey, but that's why you gotta ride someone else's coattails when you can't be creative enough to do it yourself. It's like, yo, you know what I gotta do? I gotta steal someone else's shit. But it has to have. Here's the thing. Didn't start making videos until 9 days ago, so had to have watched our show. Had to have looked and be like, yo, you know what I can do? Steal their name and then try and do something different, and maybe I don't get copyright infringement. Nah, dog, you're here for my lawyers. You're fucked.
And that's why I'm so paranoid. Like, I always like search up this shit to make sure I'm not infringing on copyright because I'm like extra fucking paranoid and pissy about fucking up that stuff. So
yeah,
you gotta do your homework, man. Shit.
You don't want shoots at your front fucking door. Taco, Mr. Thanos. I see him moving. I thought I saw him moving.
I don't know if that's a chair or that's.
Is he just ghosting? What is he doing?
He's ghosting. We have someone backstage. I don't know what the fuck Taco is doing.
I'll get the guy backstage.
Yeah. I don't even think Taco knows what the fuck Taco's doing.
All right,
Taco
introducing.
is being a leader of men right now.
He's high on
Oh
ayahuasca.
boy!
What is going on, everybody? I
Yeah,
heard
run
the
your tape. No.
I heard the takes, and I had to hop in here instead of trying to, just chat away on the comment section here. So,
As long as you threw a fucking like.
yeah, absolutely, and I'm already subscribed for you too, brother. So, got
and he's got his own channel. He doesn't need to use your name.
Like, you better fucking do that, goddammit.
So, a couple of things here, right? Absolutely love all of the takes here, all of that. And Mike, I couldn't agree more with that take that you were making right there. That the Ravens going out there, putting the non-exclusive on that, making somebody else set the market. And here's why this is a brilliant move: making somebody else set the market on this is the Ravens can match that deal.
Yeah.
So if somebody comes through, he gets, right now, there's only one quarterback out there that has more than a $200 million guarantee on their contract. The next highest one, I think, is Matt Stafford right now at about $160 million. Russell Wilson is in that $160 million type of range to it. And both of those guys are playing in that 40 mil, 50 mil a year.
They're also old. Those dudes are old as fuck.
Well, I understand what you're saying there. However, statistically speaking, there was a guy named Daniel Jones this last year that the Giants were so out on, they decided that they weren't going to pick up
Bad
this
take.
year. And
Bad take.
well, look at
Daniel Jones needed fucking Dable to handicap him.
Well, no,
Look at the tape.
He's fine.
Look at the statistics and tell me how Lamar Jackson drastically outperformed Daniel Jones this last year. Passing wise, very similar yardage.
No.
Daniel Jones had a higher completion percentage, similar touchdowns, similar interceptions, similar yards of scrimmage from rushing there. And Daniel Jones got more touchdowns on the ground than Lamar did there as well. There are analysts out there saying that Daniel Jones got paid way too much at the $40 million a year deal that just got done there. There's a lot of things to be said there, but Lamar going out there, he's going to find that the market, I don't think, is going to be there for him to get a fully guaranteed contract. And if they move, what are the teams that are going to likely sign him to that? You're going to be getting a top 10 pick, and there's a chance that you're going to be able to go out there and get a quarterback that is going to be able to come in and run that offense for you as well, right? Like this is one of those that. Yes, I get what everybody's saying there, but in a what have you done for me lately league, the last couple of seasons have not been great statistically for Lamar. The Ravens missed the playoffs last year, first round exit this year. Yeah, this is one of those that the market is not that crazy on this one, that we're going to see a guy that hasn't put up the same statistical numbers as Daniel Jones last year get that kind of guaranteed money.
Okay, can I say one thing real quick? Lamar Jackson played 11 games last year, and he still had more rushing yards to Daniel Jones.
That was going to be what's the per play average?
Per play,
and also you have to look at film. You also have to look at how many times Lamar has gotten his team into the playoffs.
Hang on.
You gotta look at how many fucking MVPs to Daniel Jones's MVPs.
Yeah,
Daniel Jones is nowhere near fucking Lamar Jackson.
How many years ago was that MVP?
Daniel Jones is nowhere near.
How many years ago was that MVP?
4.
Aaron Rodgers is 1-2,
4.
and the Packers are ready to move on.
And even with the injuries, he's still going out there and fucking obliterating the league.
He had more rushing yards to 11 games than Daniel Jones had through 16.
Who was the best receiver Lamar Jackson had in his fucking career? Mark Andrews?
So every analyst out there was pounding the table for Rashad Bateman coming out of college until he went to Baltimore, and we just went, nah, this guy's out for dynasty.
The best receiver he ever had.
Hold on. If Bateman doesn't get injured, he looks completely different. Everything looks completely different.
He was plagued with injuries this year too. Daniel Jones wasn't. Like, he flat out wasn't. Daniel Jones had less passing touchdowns than he had fucking games played this year. Like, let's be real. Daniel Jones is not excited. Daniel Jones being signed in general, I just thought was just fucking ridiculous by the Giants. I
knew the Giants were going to do that. The Giants are going to giant. I knew that the Giants were going to do that. I'm not mad about Daniel Jones getting his money.
I just don't like it. I figured it would happen. I just don't like it. You know?
So
I don't like that it comes on the precipice of Lamar, and that's what makes
makes it
the Geno. That's what makes Geno. That's what makes Derek Carr and Daniel Jones. It makes all these guys that. I'm sorry, but you ask me personally. Lamar's done this fuck ton more for the game, done a fuck ton more for his team. And while simultaneously has almost had the same amount of shit to deal with as the rest of these quarterbacks, and has done a whole hell of a lot more with it and gone further.
So the one game that Daniel Jones has taken over this entire season, the one game he actually put the team on his fucking back, Greg Jennings style, was in the Vikings playoff game in the wild card round. That's it. He didn't do shit outside of that in terms of carrying the team on his back.
But that's not really true.
We could go forever. We could go forever on this. Best thing to do at this moment is take the best parts of this, make it into a fucking reel, make it into some TikToks.
Are you gonna let me rock, bro? You gonna let me? I can get this done in 3 minutes, real quick, because
we tried, but you weren't here. We tried for 3 minutes.
You edit the video. Edit the video up and send me the file. Go for it.
I got 3 minutes. One thing y'all are forgetting about, I think the Las Vegas Raiders make a fantastic landing spot for him once they finally decide to get their shit together, because you already have the playmaker there in Adams that he never had. You have the big play tight end. You have a team that's going to run the ball. That system right there could be.
They don't have the money. They don't have the money.
But they've got the coach that can coach Tim Tebow.
They've got the draft capital.
You know that you can move some money around really easily to convert things to bonuses.
What's he gonna do?
Taco,
he's gonna do overthrow.
Taco, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you set off the next topic. Just because you were absent and we gotta keep it moving here on the show, okay?
One last thing, though. Y'all forgot the new money. This is new money.
It is new
contracts ain't the TV money has changed, so the contracts ain't going to be the same. Minimum wage has gone up, boys. Minimum wage has gone up.
And actually, correction, Raiders do have like 37 million cap space.
And they still got
the salary cap isn't real.
It isn't. It's fake money.
It's fake. It is fake.
But you got to abide by it, otherwise you get flagged like the fucking Texans did for breaking the rules and losing.
Well, and not only that, you've also got to meet the minimum, which the Chicago Bears have got to go out there and find a lot of guys to overpay this year.
Yeah,
you're right. Well, hopefully we're not overpaying, but we do have to find.
No, you have to, because you have to go over that amount.
No,
Because there's
yeah.
a 3-year average, and right now
That's
they're
true.
well below the average, so they've got to overpay guys
literally-
to be able to
yeah.
get that, or you're going to run
Let's-
into some of those
Can I
issues.
Hold
just
on, hold on.
enjoy
Slow down, slow down. Let me get it back in line. Let me steer the ship. Thank you, fellas.
Okay.
Moving on. We do have another quarterback to talk about. Is it time? Big fucking question marks when we bring up this organization because history does not bode well for this organization. Is it time for the New York Jets to finally take off the runway? I will let our resident New Yorker Tacos start. Derek, you're on the show. I'll also let you go. Then David, back in order.
Yeah, I'll just
Go,
do this.
Taco.
I'll just switch them.
If the rumors are true that it's gonna cost like a second round pick and it will go to a first only if he wins like an MVP, this is a match made in fucking heaven. Are you kidding me? This Jets team needs a quarterback in the worst way. The fan base has been starving for someone that could actually just play decent football at quarterback because they have a solid defense. You have a promising young running back. You have a couple of returning offensive linemen who are young and are coming off of injury. So you have some pieces there. You just had the offensive and defensive rookie of the year. So you already have young talent in place. Now get yourself a stable quarterback who can go in there and take these young guys and get them into line and get them playing some good football. We've already seen Rodgers do it multiple times where he put teams on his back, gotten MVPs, gotten teams to the playoffs, and got them deep runs. It just makes perfect sense. The Jets fan base is dying for it. They're fucking dying for it.
How far can they go?
How far? They can win the division. That's
Yeah.
They can beat the Bills. They can beat the Dolphins. They can beat all those teams. I don't think they beat a team like the Chiefs, but I think they can maybe give them a run for their money in any given Sunday. I mean, we saw Joe Burrow make a run. If Joe Burrow can make a run, this Jets team can easily make a run to the Super Bowl. So
You're comparing the Bengals to the Jets?
yeah.
Just making sure. I'm just making sure I heard it right.
The Bengals did turn that from dog shit into something. You know, I'll give
Yeah, but
Taco
it took
that. I get where he's. I get where.
Talk about pulling the rug out from under someone. I mean, the fucking Bengals last year. I mean, no one saw that coming. You know, I thought they were going to be a shithole team last year. You know,
Are we allowed to say the word shithole?
So, you know,
did I just break all the YouTube
We just did.
guidelines now?
We break enough fucking.
Bobby
I-
Beal said
I
a lot
guess-
worse.
Like if you notice, like my black ass like keeps leaning off of screen to inhale and exhale, because I'm just like, what have you done in your terms of agreement now?
How crazy is that though? They got all three of those dudes last year. All three of those dudes,
Yeah.
young
Mhm.
studs at key positions.
Who?
At key positions.
It's wild, man.
Yeah, the fact that Sauce is willing to burn the cheese head if they get Rodgers is hilarious.
Yeah.
Sauce is a problem.
Derek, your thoughts? How far can this team go? Are they ready to take flight?
They're a wild card team with Aaron Rodgers there. Like that's where we're at. They're not winning the division. Salah's got that defense playing well. You know, the problem is that you guys just brought in, you know, the Jets just brought in Nathaniel Hackett. And maybe that is the secret. And that's the reason we saw Brett Favre not Brett Favre, talk about, you know, going back into a similar deal that the Packers and the Jets have made before where Brett Favre was traded there. And I think if we see the deal, it's probably a similar structure to what we saw on that deal there as well, where it's a conditional pick that scoots up as the, you know, milestones are reached on that one. But when it's all said and done, the Jets are a wild card team on this one. I don't think that they're going to be able to get by either the Dolphins or the Bills to win the division there. Wild card team that probably makes a first round, maybe second round exit on this thing when it's all said and done.
I love this take here.
Yeah, Mekhi Becton, I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
That's a huge upgrade on that line.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a huge upgrade on that line. You still got your running back that, you know, Breece Hall is one of those that I'm steering clear of for fantasy in this year. That ACL, while he will be back out there before the end of the season, I may end up playing the whole year. ACLs anymore is one for fantasy. I want the guy in his second year removed from that injury for fantasy production, fantasy purposes.
Cam Akers.
So, Yeah, exactly. That was a Achilles, not an ACL though. But
Yeah,
the
but I was going like the same premise timeline.
Right. Like it's just one of those that we'll see them do some good things there, but maybe that's the reason that Nathaniel Hackett and Aaron Rodgers is them working together and making things happen. But I have zero faith in the offensive coordinator for the Jets, and if history tells us anything, he'll find a way to mess that up when it's all said and done. So I say that as a Broncos fan, so I'm only extremely bitter.
I see.
Really quick, I just want to throw out like two things on that take. I love how you wrap that. They'll find some way to fuck us up. Great punchline. So I want to just give you kudos on that. Secondly, though, I realize I just I openly confess that I'm willing to rekindle me and Cam Maker's relationship. Cam, I guess we're back in bed. I didn't realize I was going to take that point tonight. Maybe this is only my first beer.
No.
Okay, I had one before. No, I had one before the show.
Robbie, before we throw it to Gillespie, I know you're not drunk yet because you haven't gotten back in bed with Joe Mixon. Once that happens, I know you've gone off the rails.
Fuck Joe Mixon. He can
Joe
stuff my left arm, make my right one jealous. Fuck Joe Mixon.
Dang, Pat.
What did he say?
He said Joe Mixon can shoot a shot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, just
Sorry,
give him a couple more.
I can't believe I beat you guys all to that point.
Just give him a couple more beers. Give Robbie a couple more beers, and by the end of the night, if we're proposing to do a Blumpkin on him, when it's all said and done. So you
and John Morant got something in common.
That went haywire very quickly. Bumpkin.
I'm going to put it back on the rail. Gillespie, Gingerhead, go ahead.
Yeah, alrighty.
Technically, Derek is ginger.
So I know, but we already.
I'm a day walker though.
Yeah.
We have two soulless fucked on the show.
We were lost at birth, we're split at birth basically.
And technically, I'm a day walker. It's okay.
Yeah. All right, Blade.
I didn't know we could say that slur on the show.
Continue, Bill.
Just go.
Oh my god. Shit, I don't even know how to segue out of this. No,
the Jets.
What was the question? Aaron Rodgers. That's right. Aaron Rodgers was the question. Here's the thing with Aaron Rodgers. I think with the Jets, I think that's the most likely destination. They've met up already. They're it's a legit possibility. Okay, it's a legit possibility, and I kind of hate it as a Bears fan because I kind of want to.
Tim and Joe are gonna go play in China. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Continue, keep going.
That son of a bitch.
Oh my gosh, the team might actually have more than 5 wins if he plays on Dwight Howard's team.
But no, the thing with Aaron Rodgers though is I kind of would like him to stay in the division just so I can prove that the Bears can actually fucking beat him in a competent fashion without him having to get just come to some obliterating fucking injury or some shit. Like I want to beat him fairly. It's a pride thing. So I kind of want him to stay in the division. But if he does go and he does leave and I don't have the chance to whoop his ass, then he goes to the Jets and he makes them. I disagree with Derek. I think he makes them a legitimate Super Bowl contender. I think they would. I think they would be the favorites. Maybe
even with the superstition of Broadway, Joe. Even with the curse.
There's a couple caveats. Yeah. Yes, even with the curse. Because
so wait, could Aaron Rodgers break the curse?
Yes.
Is Aaron Rodgers more powerful than superstition?
No.
Yes.
Aaron
because superstition's a bunch of bullshit. It's come on now. The fucking GOAT in Chicago for the 100+ years they lost the World Series. Come on now. Who gives a shit about that GOAT?
This is going viral on TikTok. This is going to go viral on TikTok.
Dave, don't worry. Robbie still believes in Santa Claus.
Fuck you, Taco.
So
no, I don't.
You mean to tell me that Santa?
Yeah. I'm not going to be.
No.
I'm not going to be the villain in this situation and spoil the news to Robbie about Santa Claus. But let's just say the dude's, Aaron
Rodgers taking the Jets to making them Super Bowl contenders. It's there
are a couple caveats. There are a couple
not getting by the Bengals, not getting by the Bills.
They could easily they could get by the Bengals with that defense, and you got Aaron Rodgers. Come on now, and if
David, I'm muting myself.
Okay, if Breece Hall gets healthy, and Elijah am I on mute or is everyone? Why is everyone on mute right now?
It was manually done.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay.
not
I was
FQ.
thrown off for saying, Mike, I didn't know if I was on mute or what. Anyways, okay, if all those guys get healthy, if Brees Hall gets healthy, Elijah Vera Tucker, Mekhi Becton, all these guys get healthy and they stay healthy, there may be one solid number 2 wide receiver away from damn near guaranteeing to win the Super Bowl, okay? If they get someone in the draft somehow, and they find a hidden gem to be a solid number 2, because I don't know if Corey Davis is that solid. Like, he's a great number 3, but I don't know if he's a great number 2. If they can find that great number 2, they could easily do it. With that defense, with
They already got Elijah Moore.
Yeah, you
They
still
had
got
two.
Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore's ass cheeks.
He's better than
Eli-
Corey
no, but
Davis.
Elijah Moore don't want to be there. He wants to get the
Corey
fuck
Davis
out
is
of
getting
there.
cut. Corey Davis is getting
Well,
cut.
that's because he
Corey
didn't
Davis
get the
didn't touch
Nathaniel
the
Hackett
ball.
experience. That's the whole reason Elijah Moore.
Here's comes my point about Nathaniel Hackett. Who led Aaron Rodgers, or I don't want to say he led, but who helped Aaron Rodgers win 2 back-to-back MVPs in 2020 to 2021 as the offensive coordinator? Nathaniel motherfucking
I am.
Hackett.
Listen. If you are riding with David's take, you run
You're a
to
smart
the
man.
fucking cash counter right now. Fucking, for those of you that really dig features, that really like, I know so many bettors that love to play long games. Like, I know people that they will bet games like weeks and days out. They just love that type of shit, right? I don't know why, but it's that adrenaline rush of like, oh shit, I got this right, despite injuries and shit that develop. If you are a big futures person, if you're picking your World Series card, you're picking your Stanley Cup card, you're fucking, you need to toss a wild Super Bowl. David's pick could fucking win you some money if that happens in the state of New York.
That's all I'm trying to say.
No, your tax rate ain't going to change, but you have something to be happy about at least.
Come on. It's a legitimate pot. Nathaniel Hackett won back-to-back MVPs 2020,
Let's give it to Rumboyz Pat.
Okay.
I see what you did.
Well, one last
They're
thing really quick.
at plus 1,600 to win the Super Bowl, and there are no odds on them in the World Series, despite what my Google search attempt.
But I think Nathaniel Hackett could get back to those glory days where he was coaching an offense competently and not, being a fraud as an offense coordinator like Santa Claus. I mean, not Santa Claus, excuse me, but being an absolute fucking fraud out there. You don't want to do it. Okay, you don't want to not miss out on an opportunity to cash in on a legitimate quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. You can still play at a high level. He's 1 year removed from winning back-to-back MVPs, where he not even just won MVPs, but he probably looked the best of his NFL career.
So Nathaniel Hackett does such a good job that he has to have the crowd count down the play clock to make sure snaps get off at there, right? When he's in Green Bay and you're talking about Aaron Rodgers winning all those MVPs, Matt LaFleur was the play caller there.
He had experience calling plays there.
Wait, slow down, you two. Let the other two go.
Right.
It's their turn. Motherfuckers. Y'all think because you have fucking red beards, you're just like, ginger talk.
These are our reparations, damn it.
Daywalker.
Whoa, hey, the state of California is giving out reparations, by the way. Let's go, Cali.
Whiskey.
Fuck you. Hey, y'all two go.
Robbie,
You're up next, Pat.
am I a good guy?
Yeah, you are very
I'm a
nice
good
guy.
guy.
Thank you for letting me finish, by the way.
I need to depend on what you're about to say.
Go ahead. I'm going to rip off the Band-Aid that David started to and say Santa Claus isn't real and Santa Claus isn't black.
Whoa!
God, I'm so happy I didn't choose a drink like that.
God damn. Oh my God! But yes, Santa Claus is about as real as FTX. I'm sorry to shell out.
Next
the
thing
news.
you know, Pat's gonna tell us his shoe size and everything else.
He's the
David,
FTX.
Put the gun down, David. Put the gun down. Stop. Go ahead, Pat.
I missed what drove that from that was kind of funny to over the top, but I'm okay with that. What was the question?
Aaron Rodgers.
I've been
I'm waiting for this punchline.
I've been holding on to that for 10 minutes. You know how hard it was to say?
Oh, I love this.
Ever since I made the slur comment about daywalkers, damn.
God, just fucking please.
There'll be a bunch of
Gone.
fucking redheads outside
Rogers
your
is
house,
gone
with
from-
pitchforks and
Rogers
knives
is
and
gone from
shit.
Green
You know,
Bay.
brass knuckles.
As far as I know, the deal is done. It's just waiting on Rogers' final approval to approve the trade. From what I understand, the deal is done. The sides have negotiated. The deal is ready to be done. It's going to happen anytime now. And as a Packers fan, I've come to grips with it. It is what it is. Hopefully, it's a chance for everyone to move on. I'm glad it's hopefully going to be done and finished in the next couple of days. Mike.
Hell yeah. Mike.
Wait,
Mike, are you doing better than Team Italy with an espresso machine in the dugout
No.
today?
I've been waiting so long that I almost had dry mouth, and I just forgot that the tooth fairy is not real either.
Y'all gotta stop fucking with like we know that I love fiction shit. Y'all gotta stop messing with the kid in me. It's the only thing that's helped me cling on to fucking life, alright?
But
Chill.
let's be real here. There's sometimes where I disagree with Taco and me and him go back and forth. There's times where I disagree
You're
with
not
Pat
gonna
and
do
we
it.
go back
You're
and
not
forth.
doing it.
There's times that I disagree with you or whatever. But
I will
David,
fucking wrestle
what
you.
ayahuasca shit are you smoking?
What? What are you talking
You don't
about?
smoke ayahuasca, you drink it.
Whatever. They are not going to the Super Bowl. Are you going to the psychedelic science conference and sitting in the front row to
I
listen
am.
to Aaron Rodgers?
Yes, please.
Remember the Chiefs. The Chiefs still
I'm
He's
down
a
with
wild
dark rooms
card.
and
This is-
everything.
This is
There
the
you
one
are.
show that I decided not to take PCP on because I was actually happy for this show because we're talking about my Bears fucking doing something for once.
For
So
once.
there you go. Okay.
But
We
something
haven't
like-
gotten
If
to
you
that
keep
topic yet.
talking that shit, if you
Here's
talk
what's
that
gonna happen.
shit, be here
Okay.
for that point.
Here's what's going to happen.
Fuck
And
the
I'm-
Packers, fuck the Bears.
Hey.
Mike, continue.
This is what's going to happen. I 100% agree with Derek. They are a
Mm-hmm.
they are a wild card team. But you know how he is going to repeat history? Because in 2 years, he is going to go and replace Kirk Cousins for one season and become a Minnesota Viking.
Oh my
Hey.
god.
Why do you think that the Jets aren't Super Bowl contenders? Why not? Why not
They're
that?
not going to win that division.
They're not winning the division.
Just
Yes,
like
they are.
if Aaron Rodgers stays in the NFC North, the Packers aren't winning the division.
Who's
Bro,
the
the
Lions?
quarterback?
The Lions.
Rodgers is
They
Josh
almost made the playoffs without Aaron. Like, they
Hold
had
on,
no
Derek.
quarterback.
This is hot take season. Okay, this is debate show season. This is what makes a great debate show. None of us fucking know what's gonna happen. Do you know
I
how
do.
fucking?
Hey,
Hold on.
Hold
When
on.
Mike, you and I started working together during the offseason when I was like, the fucking Bengals are gonna go to a Super Bowl. You
Hey,
know
Pat.
how I felt, you know how I felt when it fucking damn near happened and they damn near almost won that shit. I feel like I had fucking balls of goddamn steel. Okay,
Pat,
you
can
could
I
have
ask
fucked
you a
me for a
question?
goddamn month.
Pat, can I ask you one question?
Can I stop holding on?
Yeah, but can I ask you one question?
Robbie, can I stop holding on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I ask you one question, Pat? Who last year said the Jaguars were going to win the division?
That
Me.
was good. That was
Exactly.
very good.
Hold on. This channel is so good at hitting futures. I don't know why we do it. We do really weird. Yo,
Who called both of Rutherford for the year? Mike was on
freaking
that
when
show
this
with me.
channel was born, we literally had exact correct score, exact two teams in the fucking national championship for men's basketball. Me and Ty Boogie, like fucking crazy. 0.4% people had North Carolina. And we were just still cooking up the concept of this. We hadn't even fucking filmed yet. We're still writing articles. We're still like, figuring this shit out, figuring out what equipment and shit. We had just gotten the LLC and everything. Yo, we do really well since the beginning of time with futures. Derek has one. He's affiliate. He's an affiliate basically. He's like my little brother. Like
He's
my little
here.
podcast
He's
and brother.
Like an uncle of the show or something?
No, he can't be an uncle.
You're a nephew.
Yes, that'd be weird, bro. The fuck?
You call him Unky? What up, Unky?
Who the fuck is Unky? Anyways, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get into halftime.
Oh I love Robbie's.
I am not dick riding the fucking Bengals, okay? You listen to me. Joe Burrow is great. Jamar Chase is great. You are all going to accept it, and I'm going to keep fucking making sure that you all know it.
Leafs defense might be getting a lawsuit coming his way from those from Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon after that comment.
No, the only person that's getting a lawsuit is the person that's trying to steal our YouTube name in order for them to get fucking views.
Mr. One Subscriber, you know.
Robbie, I'm shocked you haven't had Joe Burrow's baby yet. Like, I truly am.
You know what? Fuck you. Let's get into halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a word from our sponsors. And then, well, no. First, we have a music video. Then we have a word from our sponsors. Then we have another fucking music video. Why? Because we love you. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the rum boys and girls. I did not pour a shot for this. I'll take one. Yeah. When we come back.
Yeah. It's way darker this time. Look. It's ironic that when I stopped competing with you niggas, that shit made it worse for you. Don't take it personal. Just know I'm capturing the essence of what nurtured you, shifted and made it versatile. This just to show and prove. They say that I'm a jerk, so boy, I do this shit for kicks. Just to get a leg up on these niggas, man, they need they fix. I provide the hits and you accept whatever you could get. Our choices here is different, kid. This just how this shit is. Notice my absence made your view shift. You see your peers and now you side out how they doing shit. Don't let the message of your ego make you ruin shit. You say you goated, oh boy, you a trip. Boy, you a trip. You know there's pressure in the road you choose to grow through. Can't put you on the pedestal and don't nobody know you. Can't say you top tier, but ain't no blood and sweat to show too. So swallow that pill. You know that pride can close your eyes and make you cold. And still these niggas talking like they know me better than I know myself. Had a clutch or two, but dropped them hoes to show that I get surgical. I'm clutching stealth, I'm clutching wealth. I'm only spending energy on shit that won't dispel. It's never easy when it's simply put. But simply put, it's fucking easy. I choose rap shit over food and breathing. Boy, this fat me greasy. I've been out here steaming, building bridges often cause I'm leaving. Then I bird them right along with demons. A fucking heathen, nigga. Look, I let it breathe. Let it breathe. I'm Harlem shaking through the pressure. Knock them down when they set up. Tell them I'll never let up. I'm Harlem shaking through the pressure. Knock them down when they set up. Tell them I'll never let up. I'm Harlem shaking through the pressure. Knock them down when they set up. Tell them I'll never let up. I'm Harlem shaking through the pressure. Knock them down when they set up. Tell them I'll never let up.
I bite in Miami with no land, ain't got no understanding. Out of here, I'm burning, or turn me on, you can't understand it. In the club, posted up, they lit up, no matter where I'm standing. Drop GLD for the Cuban link, yeah, you see it there. Might spaz out on some taller shit, no on zero tolerance. Money conversations ain't hard to relate, it's hollering. See my neck, they acknowledge it, good bring her when you're not.
Alrighty.
Play the last video.
Monkey knife fight.
Don't say that
died.
shit.
It died. It died.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Mike is taking too long to.
You had one?
Yeah. Leo. Yeah. Leo.
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck?
Mike! Hit it.
Yeah. Leo. Yeah. Leo. 17 on my wrist. Yeah. Move smart, take a lift. Yeah. Buy tickets, take a trip. Yeah. Punch you in your fucking lip. Yeah. Time change for the shift. Mind change for the switch. Yeah. Blind man with a blick. Yeah. Mind jam, it's a risk. Yeah. I'ma just get a bazooka. Yeah. I'ma throw dimes like I'm Lucas. Yeah. I'ma just kill like Fallujah.
Ain't no running from a Ruger. Yeah, I'ma just pull up and shoot ya. Why would I ever salute ya? Telling you I'm from the future. Bitch, I would never recruit ya. Hitting the blunt, I'm locked in. Fucking them up, got a boxed in. Wondering where's the boss been. You cannot talk when you cross friends. I'ma just take off on offense. I hope you know that we not friends. I'm sick and tired of nonsense. Yeah, what are my options? Whoa, yeah, I'ma go harder than ever. Ain't it better late than never? Yeah, I won't fumble under pressure. Yeah, I'ma move smart like a professor. I'ma just teach him a lesson. Yeah, I'ma just ask him a question. Wait, tell me this. Tell me, why do you switch up on all of your people? Why? It's so crazy. Why? See how easy people switch up on you. Tell me why. It's hard to find people that are really with you, that'll ride or die for you. Yeah, 17 on my wrist. Yeah, move smart, take a lift. Yeah, buy tickets, take a trip. Yeah, punch you in your fucking lip. Yeah, time change for the shift. Mind change for the switch. Yeah, blind man with a blick. Yeah, if mind jam, it's a risk. Yeah, I'ma just get a bazooka. Yeah, I'ma throw dimes like I'm Luka. Yeah, I'ma just kill like Fallujah. Ain't no running from a Ruger. Yeah, I'ma just pull up and shoot ya. Why would I ever salute ya? Telling you I'm from the future. Bitch, I would never recruit ya. To the people who doubted me, you should know you ain't getting nothing out of me. And you could be mad at me. I ain't quitting, cause it ain't my anatomy. Nothing can shatter me. Ain't doing shit with the knives in the back of me. Can't be on the track with me. Cause to be honest, your music is trashing me. You should be shot on the spot. Yeah, anybody like you need a ride. Only one shot from the Glock. Yeah, running suppressed on the block. Yeah, I ain't got time for no loser. Yeah, so I'ma just have to remove you. Yeah, cause I gotta change my maneuver. And I see no chance to improve ya. Sometimes people can't be fixed. You just gotta let them go. It's what's best for you. You gotta look after yourself in this world. Nobody's really with you. Yeah, 17 on my wrist. Yeah, move smart, take a lift. Yeah, buy tickets, take a trip. Yeah, punch you in your fucking lip. Yeah, time change for the shift. Mind change for the switch. Yeah, blind man with a blick. Yeah, if mind jam, it's a risk. Yeah, I'ma just get a bazooka. Yeah, I'ma throw dimes like I'm Luka. Yeah, I'ma just kill like Fallujah. Ain't no running from a Ruger. Yeah, I'ma just pull up and shoot ya. Why would I ever salute ya? Telling you I'm from the future. Bitch, I would never recruit ya.
Would never recruit you. God, that man, his album is actually like I peeped it on SoundCloud. Everyone should go and peep it as well. Homie is fire. Homie is fire. And I love that he was like, yo, release this to your viewers. I was like, what? That's just fire. That's just I'm gonna throw darts like I'm Luka. I might just go get a bazooka. Whoa. Energy. I could listen to that track in the fucking gym and be like, oh, I'm about to.
Would you listen to that track while you dick ride Joe Burrow?
Fuck you.
That's what Andrew said in the chat.
Bro, that's hilarious.
Big Joe. Joe Shiesty.
You definitely have a stunt on
Easy
this
Big Joe Burr.
You know?
Easy Big Joe Burr.
And Robbie just creams himself too. You know?
He just cocked that throat bag like, what up, though?
Shut the fuck up.
He's like, give it to me, Joe.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
rain down on me.
So Rapper said, who's that dog? That's the homie Leo OTW. Look him up on SoundCloud. His new album. He dropped that shit for us on fucking Super Bowl Sunday. And wait, like just wait.
Defense. Damn, everyone in the chat.
Fuck you. Cue up the next video. Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It tastes like sweet victory, I guess.
It's okay. I'm gonna sit here and keep eating my ice cream.
I am gonna try my best to enjoy it. You know?
Does it taste like Joe Burrow?
Brought Robbie to the yard. And
is that a blizzard you got there? Is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm fucking envious as shit.
He's a Broncos fan. Probably needs that shit after a disappointing season. They fucking
I'm not envious of him being a Broncos fan. Fuck that. I mean, good luck with that. I'm just saying.
Right? Good luck with that. Yo, yeah, cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls want to do. We got plenty of more sports talk.
It's more fruitful than being a Bears fan. I can't say.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold up. Shot time. Shot time. We don't speak during the ceremony. Toast.
Go ahead.
Just like a fucking prayer, David. I will get like Vin Diesel and pop your damn hand. It's about family around here.
Oh my
Jesus.
God. Well, fam.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are more loaded. We are more loaded than a John Morant pistol on this show.
Gilbert said what?
Gilbert Arena said what?
Wait, y'all forgetting about me. Come on, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, getting into our very next topic, we are here to rebuild like the Tennessee Titans. A whole lot of veteran leadership is happening here in this organization. With that being said and being stated, next topic that we are bringing up is finally David's Bears.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
David, we are going to go ahead and let you actually get first take on this. You're finally fucking relevant. You finally get to have a glory moment on this show. So feel free to
bitter Commanders fan.
I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm buzzed.
I'm gonna try to get through this without.
Mike, can you drop the name of the song that we just played for Silver Rapture, please, in the chat? Thank you, Blake.
I'm gonna do my best to not shoot off like a fucking geyser in my pants right now with how fucking happy I am. It is such a glorious day today to be a Bears fan. Let me just say that it's a beautiful day.
Like when you get on the other side of the glory hole, you find out it was a chick the whole time. You're like, okay,
yes,
thank God.
Just like that, and it's not like
No.
Dr. Phil in a fucking wig or some shit.
So wrong there.
So, I'm not speaking on experience now, you know. But no, I'm kidding. No, but it's
what kind of glory hole experiences do you speak of? Like, no,
shout out to Dr. Phil. No, the thing is,
that wasn't a penis. That was a clit.
Yeah.
Keep going.
There's one hairy mustache. Okay, I'll tell you that much. But no, here's the thing with the Bears. I'm so ecstatic. When I say that I had like a sliver of the hope that I have now, like I don't even think that does it justice. A week ago, I had a sliver of that hope at best that anything good would happen. I thought we were destined to fuck this up. We were going to go out and be like, hey, why don't we sign Adam Thielen? He's available on the market. We'll get I'd flip the fuck out because that's generally what happens when the Bears fan. We're just to that level of incompetence. And we would have, I was worried we were going to undercut the trade, but this was executed beautifully. I mean, when I say beautifully, this was perfect because not only do we get a legitimate number one caliber wide receiver in DJ Moore, not only that, we still got the number 9 pick that we can also double down on getting a Jackson Smith-Njigba or a Jordan Addison, maybe a defensive piece that could be appealing. I would preferably take a wide receiver, though, with that number 9 pick. Double up because we need all the wide receiver help we can get, you know? We need all the wide receiver help we can get. I know a lot of people are high on Darnold. He's more of a number 3. He could be a decent number 2, but I want more offensive help. More offensive help, the better. But we also have the future first. We have a future first round pick in 2024. We've got 2 second round picks. There is so much to love about this. And I'm not saying that the Bears are back to being NFL royalty.
No, you're still basura.
No. Well, no. We're no.
Yeah.
No más basura. No más basura. Pero es el tiempo. I don't. The Spanish one in my
don't
ear.
Try and fucking.
I took 4 years of it. And I don't remember like a single goddamn word of it. But
he's like Taco and Robbie on that side of the screen. I'm kidding.
It's
like I'm ordering a fucking Chipotle.
Give us another year, and we will be Super Bowl contenders. Give us one more year, and we could be Super Bowl contenders. One more year. We got to build through this draft. We got to build through free agency and that shit ton of cap space we have. But I am loving what I'm seeing from Ryan Poles because I thought it was not even going to be remotely even fucking close to this. I thought we were going to.
What's hilarious that he listened to Big Cat. Like, what's hilarious that Big Cat was literally like, let's just trade every single pick.
Oh, pull a Mike Ditka with the fucking Ricky Williams shit he tried to do. Do you remember that? He traded his whole draft just to get Ricky Williams. No, fuck that.
This makes up for the Chase Claypool trade, right?
Oh, yeah, you're goddamn right it does.
You know
absolutely.
What I mean?
You know, I was just like, I was about to just set up a noose for the next.
God damn it!
I'm kidding.
All right, next take. We gotta cut David off now. I think we go to Pat. We start at Mike, actually.
Just go to Derek, and then just go Derek, Taco, Pat, me.
Okay, yeah, Derek, Taco, Pat. Okay, cool.
So really good move for the Bears, but if they take wide receiver at number 9, they're setting themselves back.
Why?
Why? Because you don't need wide receiver. You got far more needs on this thing, and this is not a great wide receiver class. It's okay. It's nothing like we've seen the last 2 years. This is not a stellar class. You've got defensive players that you can go out there and get and can be difference makers for you on this one. Nolan,
Who comes to mind though?
You got 2 Georgia players that'll get there, right? Nolan Smith is a guy that coming off that pec tear, that immediately impacts your defensive line there. The Bears need to build in the trenches there a little bit. Jalen Carter, with all of his off-field issues and some of those character issues, could very well be available. And keep in mind, this was a guy that many people had projected number 1 to the Bears overall anyway. So this is a guy that you can now get a discount on while getting some additional draft picks.
I liked Will Anderson Jr. more, but that's just me.
He's not going to be available.
No, I know.
Arizona's
that's what I'm saying.
Him at 3. So
that's what I'm saying.
Unless you're trading back up, and quite frankly, they run 2 different positions. Will Anderson, really, really good as an edge rusher, but Jalen Carter can absolutely transform your defensive line at the defensive tackle spot and can rush the passer and be a run stopper there.
And you don't got many.
You're saying he's more impactful than Will Anderson Jr.? Because I disagree on that. But
yes.
You think so?
Yes, he absolutely is. Like, there's zero question on that. Will Anderson Jr. was highly impactful because he's a bull rusher playing up against those guys. These NFL tackles, they've got a lot more weight, a lot more strength on them. That bull rush isn't necessarily going to work. And while he's comped out to be a Von Miller, he's not as speedy, he's not as long, and he's not near as bendy.
Let's just remember that we are going to be live for the NFL draft chat. I want to make sure that you guys do remember that we will be live all 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, for real, like make sure that you guys are tuned in. You got your noties on. That's going to be a very big day. This channel is known for breaking down rookies.
Yep, and I can see what Leafs defense is saying there, that Jalen Carter's not falling that far. He very well could not fall that far. There's also a good chance that he can. Like, there's a high probability there. There's a ton of teams out of those top 10 teams out there. There's 8 of them to look
at. That's a good feature to look at. Honestly,
there's a real chance that there's a really, out of the top 10 picks, there's 8 teams that are quarterback needy on this one. So you're probably going to see 4, maybe 5 quarterbacks taken in the first. 4 for sure. I don't know that you're going to get a 5th one taken to the top 10, but there's a chance you see him fall that far. Tyree Wilson is a guy that also probably is going to go up there. You could very well see. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, and we can, getting down there, but the Bears did absolutely amazing on this one. And Darnell Mooney's not necessarily a 3. He can play the 2 spot for you. Really, what you want to do is you want to have him playing as your slot. And so you could run this thing where you've got DJ Moore running your X. You shift Chase Claypool out there as the Z and running as a gunner. Stretch the field a little bit. That's all you need is take the top off.
And that's what's going to happen. It's going to be nothing but go routes for DJ Moore. You'll have your contested catch guy with Claypool.
The guy who didn't catch a single touchdown for us last year in 8+ games. I'm just saying.
Well, DJ Moore's a one-touch player. Like, he can take a 5-yard slant to the house.
I'm talking about Claypool.
There. I get that.
Don't worry, but Claypool's now going to be able to have a defined role. Claypool got there midway through the season, so you got to cut him some slack on that. Ryan Poles has faith in him, so there's that. Right. I like what you're saying about having Mooney be the 2 or the 3.
Move him to the slot. He'll do really well there.
Exactly. I like that. Khalil Herbert. Now you just got to go and get you a second running back that could be a 1-2 punch. Get you a nice offensive line, and maybe now you can start really fucking competing with guys and fucking with guys. When it comes to moving the ball downfield, right now that you can't do that. You're doing it all on Justin Fields, and that's not gonna always win games to win the division. Right. More importantly.
That 9th pick is either going defensive line or offensive line. They've got to build in the trenches and build that out there. And they can do that. And
Hold on. Taco, your go. Taco, your go, so we can get to you later too. We got to keep moving.
I mean, I think for the Bears, it totally makes sense because you're either dealing Fields or you're dealing that pick. Just the value of the quarterbacks that are coming out of this class versus, what you have. You have to make one of the decision or the other. You're not going to take another quarterback there. You're not going to take another player there. So obviously, it makes sense to trade out if you're going to build around Fields. And I think this shows that they had conviction in Fields because there was a lot of talk that they were going to try to go for Young and deal Fields. So I think that speaks to them wanting to actually build with Fields, which is nice because Fields, I think he really started to show something last year once they started making some shifts in the offense, letting him run a little bit.
You got to ride with that investment too.
Yep. So I like what the Bears are doing and the way they're approaching this. They're giving the kid some stability and building around him instead of trying to restart after a couple years and go for the new flashy toy and do something brand new and start over. So I like that.
They're pouncing at the right time to be able to load up, build around the kid.
Especially with Aaron Rodgers going down. Now it looks like the Lions are starting to come up. The Vikings are starting to trend down. So it's the perfect opportunity for them to get in a position like this, to give him some options, give the fan base some hope, and go out there and see what happens. I think with trading with all this capital, maybe it's interesting that you go after a guy like Hopkins. He's supposed.
I love it. Thank you.
You might use that second round pick and go get a guy like Hopkins to supplement that offense.
Thank you.
And get another weapon for Fields. It just kind of makes sense, especially if you have all that cap space, and he's really just going to cost you money, and maybe you can get away with even a lower pick if you're going to eat.
D-Hop on O block scares the fuck out of me.
That would make Mooney the 3 though. If we got Hopkins, it would not make because he would be an upgrade over Mooney. Right now.
Right. And now you have a little bit of depth to work with in your wide receiver room.
Yeah.
If you can keep them.
You run into from the Carolina perspective, I love what I'm hearing that they traded up with 2 quarterbacks that they really liked, and they knew that one of them wasn't young. So there's a possibility they're going to trade back down, re-get some assets, and go after Richardson, who was the guy that I was talking about before. So that's what they're talking about. Maybe is that they're going to trade back down and still get one of their quarterbacks, which I think would be really good from a Panthers perspective. And that's the sneaky part. I think the Panthers are putting themselves in a position to be pretty good.
Okay, Pat, Mike,
Taco, you got that draft day idea, the trade up just to trade back down.
I mean, we've seen it done before, and it makes sense here.
And my gut reaction upon seeing the trade was, it's not Bryce Young. Bryce Young is not their guy. I don't think you make this trade the week after the combine, after Bryce Young sits out, doesn't throw, doesn't run, doesn't do any athletics besides simply weighing in and measuring. I don't think, especially after the performance that we saw from C.J. Stroud with his accuracy, after the unreal athleticism we saw from Anthony Richardson, as well as his what appeared to be improved accuracy, I think both of those guys really helped their draft stock. Even Will Levis helped his own draft stock by doing well at the combine. Bryce Young did nothing to help his, besides simply being 200 pounds. So I think Bryce Young is the lowest on the. It's between Richardson and Stroud for me. If it's Richardson, I'm okay with it for fantasy. If it's Stroud, I think I'm staying away because I don't see how they surround him with any weapons this year. They have very limited cap space to go out and make a move for another wide receiver. There's so many other holes on this team. They don't have nearly the draft capital to recoup it. The best they can do is maybe a wide receiver at pick 40. Mm-hmm. And at that point, you're hoping for like a Jalen Hyatt to fall. And Jalen Hyatt in a wide receiver room with Terrence Marshall and Laviska Shenault does not inspire C.J. Stroud to go out and throw for 3,500 yards. No, so I'm kind of nervous on that side. I could also see them taking Anthony Richardson to be Cam Newton 2.0.
Yeah. That's a good point about the combine, too, with Bryce Young not being as active. I like that point. That's interesting.
So we'll see. Pro days for Alabama's in March 23rd and April 2nd. So he's got 2 different ones scheduled. Obviously, First Young shows everyone how great he is and how amazing he can be. He can maybe work his way back up to 1, but I think he kind of, by not running and not participating, really kind of shot himself in the foot in this conversation. And I think if the Panthers didn't fully believe in either AR or CJ, they wouldn't have made that move today.
Yeah, the two most important things though that happened at the combine are interviews and medicals, and he went through those processes, right? Like I get what you're saying, that he didn't throw, he didn't do some of that stuff, but he'll work that out in pro days, and you'll see the stock come back up there on those ones.
You'll see it bounce back, and I agree with that. His stock will bounce back, but I don't think with the Panthers who made the move up today.
Yeah,
this is the earliest move up into the top 3 since the turn of the millennium.
Yeah. You don't make that move if you don't know that you've got your guy.
Yeah.
And if your guy,
they know exactly
even
who they're
top
getting.
2 guys,
Yep.
like their top 2 guys, they know who they are, and if something falls through, they know what they're doing.
I think it's CJ Stroud. Champions Round asked today on Twitter via a poll. I think it's CJ Stroud.
With what pick, Leafs? What pick are they taking? MHJ.
They just got rid of their 24 first.
He's likely gonna be a top 8 pick.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Yep. Mike.
All right, so I agree with Pat everything he's saying about Carolina. They're basically going rebuild. Fine. Could they do what Taco's saying and do the draft day thing? Yes, I don't necessarily think they will, but that is an option. Chicago, I saw someone say that Chicago lost this trade on Twitter, and that person's on crack because they did not lose this trade. I don't care what anyone freaking says.
Seriously.
But I want to get to the number 9 pick because DJ Moore is great. DJ Moore, that's already been said. Being last on the panel, I like sometimes being able to say some random shit that could happen or not happen. I 100% agree with Derek that if he is there, I know he had some of the off-the-field stuff happen recently. If he's there, Jalen Carter is the pick.
I just don't get it.
If he's not there, I disagree with Derek that it has to be O-line or D-line. That division has certain guys that has some really good talented guys at a certain position. I think that if it's not Jalen Carter and they don't go offense, they don't go JSN, I think that it's Christian Gonzalez, the cornerback from Oregon.
I can see that.
To shore up that DB room because they could use the guy, and Christian Gonzalez, I think, is going to be a versatile type of guy, and it's going to help in that division with, you got Amon-Ra St. Brown, you got Jamison Williams, you got J. Jeff, you got all these guys at that position that you cannot afford to have you can never have enough DBs, is what I was trying to spit out.
I mean, I guess you can make an argument that he may be replacing Jalen Johnson, but I mean, Jalen Johnson, and he's certainly had his fair share of issues, but it seemed like he was starting to come a little bit into his own when he was healthy last year. I just don't know if I see that quite as much as focusing on wide receiver or edge rush, because I still think they want to focus on like bolstering the offense, and edge rush is in dire need of help right now since they got rid of Khalil Mack. They need everything they can get defensively on the front 7 as opposed to the secondary, where you've got youngsters like Kyler Gordon, who was a rookie last year.
Who are you taking at edge rusher?
Who would I take at edge rusher? If I can't get him, Lucas Van Ness looks pretty interesting. Van Ness.
I think he lost. Going only however many reps that he barely did at the combine and all that. He dropped down.
Overrated though, man. I think it's overrated in my opinion.
Christian Gonzalez is definitely a guy, but I'm thinking that because of what media is saying that he's not. Christian Gonzalez is a weird one. The way that I'm seeing him mocked in top 5 DBs.
I love him, by the way. I love Christian Gonzalez. I just don't know if the Bears would need to get him as much as other guys.
We're gonna talk DBs here in a minute.
Yeah. It's you.
Wait, Rumboyz Bears down. What the fuck?
What's that?
Yo, like what's great is no matter. Pat is. I see what Pat's doing with like the name changes. Go ahead, Pat. Your take.
No, Pat already went.
I
It's you.
already gave my take.
Oh,
It's
it's
on
me.
you.
Oh shit.
And the
That's
funny
right.
thing is, my name's been changing all night long, and it's
And no one's
been that.
noticed. I have.
It's
Oh.
been Rumboyz, Bengal, Joe Burrow, Dick, and Seaman, and all that stuff.
I guess fuck. I
All
guess I need
Robbie's
to step up
favorite
my
things.
peripheral vision because I didn't notice shit until you guys just talked about it just now.
It's
Fuck.
gonna be so. This is gonna be so fun to put in the shorts. Taco, yeah, you'll be putting in the shorts and shit. Let's see, but no, for real, with the Bengals, Bengals absolutely got a haul. I'm seeing a lot of extending
the
the
Bears?
field.
You mean the
Wow, that. See, y'all started
He
joking
still
about the
got,
Bengals.
he still has the Bengals on the
On
mind.
his
He's
mind.
jerking it to the Bengals.
On
David.
his mind.
So, no, straight up, the Bears, they got an absolute haul. I'm thinking hot take, like at that 9 spot, it is Jackson Smith.
Thank you.
I think they played themselves in that position on purpose.
I love it.
These owners talk amongst each other. I think that there's been like, hey, like this is what we're doing. Let us pull this off. Let us, like I feel like that conversation could probably happen. But then after that, you're building the trenches like everyone else mentioned. Carolina, you're going CJ Stroud. You're going CJ Stroud. It is CJ Stroud hands down. How that's going to turn out for you, I don't know. I am in a spot right now as an analyst where I don't think that with the way that the guard has changed from old to new, you're having a lot more of these like middle of the pack age guys that still have a lot left in their career, long time before they're going to be fucking retiring. We get to experience a lot of great football with some of the quarterbacks we have in the league right now. I'm not trusting a rookie to come in and just completely turn the fucking tide for their team. I know that Steve Smith was like, "Oh, let's keep pounding in the building." I don't think y'all are pounding shit, but a bunch of losses. So get ready for that. Your defense is good.
I love the defense. Yeah.
Your offense you will be better than what the Tennessee Titans will be this year. You both from different conferences will mirror each other because of the rebuild that is taking place. That's my take.
Okay.
I'm going to give each of you a defensive back that is available. This is planned for 5, but we're going to make it work. Robbie, can you rank the rookies, individual, sex appeal? Fuck y'all. Y'all are weird. Y'all are so weird. What's up, Hey Slip? I'm going to give each of you a defensive back. I want you to predict where they go and why. You get to drop your take for your defensive back, and that is it. We start with Mike. Mike, you are getting Jalen Ramsey. Where does Jalen Ramsey go and why?
Jalen Ramsey? Why do I get that prick?
You get Jalen. This is the way we're starting the fucking game, bro. I'm in control of the game. I'm the fucking host.
Fine. Then just to piss you off, I'm going to say the team that I mentioned to my buddy today at work. He's going to be a Dallas Cowboy.
Fuck you.
I could see that. Fuck.
I mentioned it for the past 2 days.
I was thinking the Lions.
I was thinking Lions.
I mean, I could see it, but I think there's an outside chance that he becomes a Cowboy.
All right. If you think he's going to become a Cowboy, chill. If you think he's going to become a Lion, drink.
Who the fuck wants to be a Lion?
Cowboys.
You get forced to be a Lion.
I think he's going to be a Lion.
No.
All right, Pat. Mike only made his take just to piss me off.
No, I said it today at work.
And he said it's today at work, which is probably in lieu of trying to piss me off.
Yep.
It was before I had the show sheet.
You
knew.
You get Chauncey Gardner Johnson. He's like, no. He's like, I don't want it.
Give me who I want.
Who do you want? Okay. I'll give you. Who do you want? Who do you want?
Cheating the
Who,
game.
who do you
here.
think I want?
That could be a toss-up.
We know who you want.
Who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you
He
want?
wants Kevin King.
Yo. Fucking Packers legend.
Mannequin of
Jordan Poyer.
cornerback.
Jordan Poyer. Oh, I was gonna say Poyer for David. Actually, I was saving Poyer for David. Okay, go ahead. You get Poyer.
I'm the one who makes all the Rachel Bush references.
He does. He
Oh
does.
my god!
Literally,
Go
it's in
ahead.
my screen name right now.
All right.
Rachel Bush's defensive back. Go ahead, sir.
I think we're going
Remember
going
his
south.
quote.
We're going
Remember his
south.
quote.
We're going bikini weather. We're going down to Florida. We're going to Tampa Bay.
Oh.
Jordan Poyer to Tampa Bay. Hot.
He's either going to Tampa Bay or Miami.
Miami.
Okay.
Bikinis.
I am giving you, David.
Wait, we got a drink.
Chauncey Gar. Wait.
We got a drink.
Wait. For what?
Don't you make a game where if you thought he was going to go there, you drink and not thingy?
Okay, so yeah. So what I was thinking for Jordan Poyer, honestly, I was thinking Jordan Poyer, a Minnesota Viking.
I think Jordan Poyer with the Giants is also a possibility.
No,
he's made reference to the weather. He wants out of the.
Well, and he also said he will never sign with the team ever again that has high taxes.
High tax rates.
He said at the end of his career, he's going to a place that does not take my money.
Which spurred my conversation on Twitter last week about what is a solution the NFL can offer to rectify this growing problem within the league. Which has a conversation for a whole other night.
What? Give me Jordan Poyer to the Dolphins. Dolphins, and what was your take? The Bucks?
Dolphins and Bucks.
Dolphins or Bucks.
Dolphins or Bucks. If you think Dolphins, drink. If you think Bucks, chill.
I drink.
Wait, sorry, who was this for? Was this for Poyer?
Poyer.
Oh. I'm Dolphins, so yeah.
Why can't he go to the Cowboys?
So drink. That wasn't an
Ramsey's
option.
going.
Yeah, we've already wiped the Cowboys off the board.
Okay,
so David, you get Chauncey Gardner. You get Chauncey Gardner.
That's something a UFC fighter.
This is tough. Okay, so I can't choose a team that's already been chosen, right?
You can choose whatever you want.
Okay. Well, I almost was going to go Miami, because this is someone, who has his roots in South. He's from Florida, and he would fit in just right. I think.
No one is taking Detroit to land any of these guys. Wow.
Because Detroit could be interesting, but I'm just trying to think of cap space wise. Detroit's, they've got some cap space to afford them, yeah, for sure. But I think I see people believing more in Miami right now than Detroit. With all due respect to Detroit, because I actually think it's kind of comparative. To be honest, if they had a couple pieces defensively, that would be appealing. But I think of if he dictates where he can go. I mean, he's in terms of his contract, he's got
he's a free agent.
He's a free agent.
Yeah.
So he can dictate where he wants to go, And I think he's going to go somewhere warm. He's going to want to go somewhere where they've got some proven talent, some stability. Obviously, they got a solid quarterback, receiving core, probably maybe the best receiving core in the league right now. If not very close to it.
Atlanta.
They've got
Atlanta
it. I was thinking maybe Atlanta. That would be an interesting choice, but
do you want to take Atlanta or Miami for your take?
No, because they have less stability as a team overall. Because Desmond Ritter's come on, it's just
okay. Fair.
Shit's ugly a little bit right now.
Guys got to land somewhere. Someone's going to land in a shit situation.
Oh yeah.
That's all
He's a top-notch guy, and I love him alone for his shit talking. He is one of the all-time greatest shit talking. And this is a guy who's got not one but two of my Bears kicked out of the fucking game once. Okay, and I mean I love his ability to just talk some shit and getting guys' heads. And
I'll
I think
give
that's
you that.
exactly what he's going to do. And he's going to gel well with the Dolphins environment. They've got a history of developing cornerbacks too, and defensive backs in general with what he's done with what they've done with Xavier Howard and Javon Holland down there. I think it's a match made in heaven. You know, I think attitude-wise, personality-wise, atmosphere-wise, and schematically, why the fuck not? You know, he's a ball hawk too.
Okay. Derek, I'm going to give you a choice between one of two Bengals. You can choose Bates or Eli Apple. Which would you rather give a take on? Please fucking say Bates.
Either how about both of them decide that they want to stay teammates and they're going to go to Chicago, who's got all the cap space in the world and needs help all across the lineup. There we go.
Not in the secondary. Eddie Jackson and Jaquan Briscoe, they just drafted last year. I don't think that happens.
But here's the thing. Derek's right in the sense that the Bears are going to have to I know you don't want to overpay for people, but they have to overpay for someone.
What I'm saying is
nobody's spending money like the Bears are got to be.
No, I know we have way too much. We're like wiping our asses with $100 bills right now. It's great, but the thing is, we're not going to be spending it on defensive backs when we've already drafted one last year that shows a ton of promise in Jaquan Brisker and Eddie Jackson.
No, that's not true. That's not how that.
No.
So if you can upgrade,
you can upgrade the Bates.
But Eli Apple would be an upgrade. Let's be real. Eli Apple.
I didn't say Apple. I said Bates.
But if you can get Apple though,
if you have to take Apple to get Bates, I do it.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you're getting Super Bowl experience on your team, yeah, I'm gonna take that. Taco.
Can I add one thing?
What?
If you're the Bears here, it's like going shopping spree. You get this cart and you got so much time in the store and you're racing all these other teams that are ready to spend money too.
Yeah, you got to spend.
So when you're running back up to the front of the store, you're throwing in whatever you can just swipe into the cart. It doesn't matter if you have that position or not. How many players get injured a year? You got to have someone there. You got to have backups. You got to.
We're comparing a grocery trip store to.
It's an apt analogy. It is an apt analogy.
Really?
I get where Pat's coming from.
For the situation the Bears are in. For the situation the Bears are in right now.
We're comparing a grocery trip store to managing a multi-billion-dollar franchise.
Valid point. Just accept the point, David. You're getting better. Fuck it.
The key thing is they have to spend the money. It's not that they want to. They're mandated.
My point is they should spend it elsewhere on the team, not at defensive back though.
And if they get outbid early in free agency, what are you left with?
They're screwed.
Yep.
If they don't make that base.
Hey, let's get into Taco's take really quick on the final DB that I want to get broken down here.
There's another DB I want to bring up real quick after talking.
Taco, you get big play Darius Slay.
Okay, never mind. You gave him the guy I wanted. I have a hot take.
I gave him the easy one. Where does Darius Slay end up, in your opinion, and why?
Now that's a really interesting one because I mean the popular opinion right now for a cornerback is Dallas, and they're definitely not trading him to Dallas. So we know that's not happening. But that to me is a great question. Like I could see, especially if a team like the Bengals loses a lot of their players, they can make a trade from. It sounds like the Bears with all that cap space they have, maybe they
traded.
That would be interesting.
He has to be traded. He has to be traded.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You trade him because obviously he's gonna need a fucking big ass contract. Darius Slay is a fucking baller, bro. He cheap.
And they need help at cornerback, not safety.
So you get a guy like Darius Slay over there. You don't have to really give up that much draft capital.
Remember how I said someone's situation has to get fucked?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why not Darius Slay to Atlanta?
No. Darius Slay's going back home.
To Detroit is what I was thinking.
Darius Slay's going back home.
Wait. So you keep bringing up the Falcons. Do you have behind your Broncos poster in your room, Rob? Because we all know you have one. Do you have a Falcons poster too? Is that behind them that says "Stun on these"?
I hate both those teams. Because one of the so out of the Bradburys, the Chauncey Gardner-Johnsons, out of all these names, someone has to land in a fucked position.
Fuck that up. Sorry.
Someone has to land in a fucked position. Everyone can't go to a team that is on the up and up.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's gonna get fucked. Especially,
you're right.
especially these veterans.
The thing
So
is,
for us to be sitting here and predicting and acting like, oh, it's not gonna happen. No one's gonna end up on the Titans.
no, you're not wrong.
No one's gonna end up on the Titans.
What I'm thinking
Nobody's
is,
gonna end up on
I think the brainstorming is like what everyone's going to try to pursue if they're a free agent or if they can dictate their future. Because no one's going to want to choose the Falcons over someone like a Miami,
But
Detroit.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll give you a player right now who's going to get fucked.
James Bradbury.
Marcus Peters.
Yeah, that's possible.
He's old. That
Doesn't matter if he's old or not. He's an unrestricted free agent who still thinks he can play. But he's a money-hungry guy that'll go to a shitty team.
I think that
just
it's
to
gonna
make
be
the
one of
cash.
these guys that can actually still fucking like go out there and do it. I think that it's one of them
What
that
about
ends up.
Bradbury?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think okay, it's gotta be Bradbury. I think even Slay could bro. Remember towards the end of Deion's career, it was like, fuck, you're playing on some shit teams. That Washington team was not good. That Baltimore team was not good.
Well, I don't know. I'm curious to see what the Eagles can do if they can manage and open up some more cap space by restructuring contracts to retain that cornerback duo of Darius Slay and James Bradbury. Because, listen, and I'm not dissing your Falcons choice because they actually have a lot of nice things there. I think just the Desmond Ridder thing is really like, ugh.
But that's not what's gonna, especially with some of these guys that are in trade scenarios. You don't
might just have to bite the bullet. You're
that.
saying?
Yes.
Well, I mean, the Eagles granted Slay and his agent permission to go and find a deal. Yeah. So it seems like
it's about money. It's more about money.
You're right.
I went to my Super Bowl. I didn't get to win it, but I need to get the fuck out of here because shit's about to blow up here.
Or they don't want to pay him the money that he deserved because they don't want to spend that much at that position for a guy at his age.
Well,
and
he was
he's
also
saying,
unhappy.
That
he was
whole
also unhappy
secondary
that
blowing
Gannon,
up.
He was also unhappy that Gannon left.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a bummer for them to lose him. Both their coordinators. I mean, fuck. So well, they got a lot of work to do this offseason to manage those contracts and get
And there's the other thing is this. Ready. There's rumors that one of the new Eagles defensive coaches is going to be that guy that I call Fat Patricia.
Oh, Matt Patricia's going there? Are you serious?
There's rumors that he could be going.
Oh, fuck. Well, he's actually a decent defensive mind, but
but I'm just
don't
saying,
let him touch the.
But you don't want him. You don't want him after. You don't want him post Super Bowl.
You don't want him post. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I like everyone's breakdown. We have two final topics here for tonight. I do want to get into this one though because Pat invited some hitters, and 3 of us on this panel were in a dynasty rookie draft. I picked from the 7.
11.
Yeah,
5. So we're just gonna kind of review our dynasty.
I would have drafted differently.
Drafts.
I would have drafted differently if I knew we were doing this on the show.
I decided to just throw it out there, honestly.
No, you're good. No, you're fine.
Were you screen sharing it?
Do you want to? I don't have it up, but
go for it. We can screen share it. We can throw it up. I guess whoever had the first pick, which is Pat. Mm-hmm. Pat, you explain how things fell for you at the 5. Well, you guys can kind of just look. We only did 3 rounds. We did 3 rounds. That's about average.
3-round rookie mock.
I feel like right now without landing spots, it's hard to go much beyond 3 rounds in a rookie draft. But it's going to actually mean anything. And my internet is suddenly deciding to take a shit as it tries to load Sleeper.
Yeah.
So I don't know why that's. All right. Present. Share screen. And. All right. So here we are.
Okay.
So we had my buddy Dynasty Griff, who is in multiple Super Flex Dynasty leagues with me. He started us off with Bijan, which is consensus.
Is there a way to drop
I knew the first
bar?
3 were
where the chat and everything is? Is there a way to drop that down? My fault.
It still doesn't make the draft.
Better?
Oh, that fucking blows.
No, he was hoping the draft would get bigger.
Can we zoom in?
Yeah, I wish I could.
No, it won't let us. We should have cropped it before show. It's fine. It's fine.
I could have. Yeah, I could have cropped it before and screenshot.
Hold on.
Oh, good.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, okay. That helped a little bit.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
That doesn't help.
Well, it's just like I think the video looks a little.
You want me to leave it like that, or you want me to put us back up?
I can.
Gibbs.
Oh no, now it looks fine. I can read the text now.
Yeah, Gibbs, Hyatt. Okay, continue, Pat. Go ahead.
So, I'm at 5. I'm hoping that one of the big 3 quarterbacks falls. That's where I'm hoping. None of them do, so I'm left either having to make a decision between Jahmyr Gibbs and JSN. I think Gibbs has the most to prove and immediately will jump in with the most value, so I want Jahmyr Gibbs at 105. 106 gets picked by Tony Spar. Takes JSN, and that brings us to pick 7 and Rumboyz Robbie.
1 second. I'm coming right back.
Why don't you go?
Robbie's back again.
Mike, am I still screen sharing this, or is it you take a screenshot?
I'm in control.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to explain my while it's actually up on the big board.
Sorry. That's what I was asking. Sorry.
I was telling just leave it. I was just telling you to leave it.
Got you. Thank you.
Oh wait. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go back over to the TV to the big board. I'm just gonna run through the 3 of mine because I'm gonna make it quick, simple, and that's how I kind of planned it out. How I was gonna do it in my head. For me, I went Jordan Addison with my first pick. My plan was for JSN to fall to me. That wasn't gonna happen.
No.
In my head, I'm already thinking from the standpoint that I already have my quarterbacks locked in. I have my QB1, my QB2. I'm thinking from a standpoint that I'm drafting from a two QB standpoint. So going to probably get a rookie in this class is not what I'm going to do. That's not where I'm going. Of course, everyone that you see at the top, Levis, Johnson. Mike, go ahead.
No, talk about your. Oh, you want me to go with my pick?
Yeah, go ahead and explain your pick.
Okay, so
I guess we're gonna wrap around. We'll just I see what Pat's doing.
So I took Michael Mayer, the tight end out of Notre Dame, purely because it was tight end premium. If it wasn't tight end premium, I would have taken who went at 112, and that was Zach Charbonnet. But because it was tight end premium, I went ahead and went with Mayer. I probably would have gone Mayer as early as 9, and I got him at 10.
Okay. So wrapping us around, my bro Alex took Booty, or Tay, however you want to pronounce it.
He's Booty.
I think Alex isn't as in touch with the rookie conversation as a lot of us are, and that's probably where Booty would have fallen probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I think now he'd fall probably the 211, almost a full round later. Zach Charbonnet is looking like the RB3. Where I would have replaced Boutte would have probably been with Downs, who was taken at 201.
This next one here.
Yeah, go for it.
Dalton Kincaid is a tight end that I was really high on coming into pre-college season. I love the value here at the 211, kind of wrapping around. If you're able to have Kincaid fall to you, of course, rookie mocks, you're going straight across. But if Kincaid is able to fall to you, that's something that I do really want to actually make sure that I highlight. If you can get Kincaid that late, you're talking really good rookie tight end value. He's going to bust open for you in about year 3.
To add to your point, Robbie, if I hadn't taken Michael Mayer at 110 and Kincaid was there at 210,
then you have to.
That would have been a smash for me. But the only reason I didn't is because I already had Mayer.
Pat, where do you want us to go from here?
Let's just quickly round out our second round and third round picks. So I took Jalen Hyatt. I'm a little concerned with his route tree. I don't know how to. I don't think it's super developed. And given more time, maybe that's something that shifts. And depending on the landing spot, he can provide some fantasy relevance for years to come. And then my third round pick was Xavier Hutchinson. I'm liking some of the hype I'm hearing around him, and I think that as in terms of a dart throw in the third round, he's as good as any.
Really quick, Pat, to your point with the Hyatt take, I love your Hutchinson take, so I have nothing to say about that. With your Hyatt take, great hip control, great guy, and he's still really kind of getting into the fluid motion of things. This is kind of the read that I get when I watch him as a receiver. Give this guy time to develop. I don't think you're tossing him in a starting lineup right away this year, but probably year 2 in his NFL career, he's going to be a guy for you. So I love the price that you got on him from a market value standpoint.
Jalen Hyatt screams potential to me.
Yes, it is absolute potential, and you bought him. You bought him at the perfect fucking price. Do we go me next?
Yeah, just talk about your last two.
So for me, my last two are kind of self-explanatory. I feel that a chain. Pat and I, we were talking, I believe, in a DM personally, could possibly be backing up Tony Pollard. If he's going to be a potential 1-2 punch to that, I want to buy into that offense and into that offensive scheme, especially with it sound like that McCarthy's going to be doing a lot of the play calling. With that also being said, going into my third pick, someone's going to grab Stetson Bennett. I probably could have gone McKee here, but no, I went ahead and went Bennett. Look, you won a national championship. Someone's going to fucking take a chance on you. Who knows? You could probably get drafted by Tampa and they'll start you over Kyle Trask at this point because Trask is basura. Trask is trash. Mike, take it away, buddy.
All right. So the one thing I do want to bring up about one of your players real quick. Personally, I think Devin Achane could be an Arizona Cardinal.
I love that.
The way they use, Kenny Gainwell and them with why can't I think of his name right now? The new head coach of the Cardinals.
Jonathan Gannon.
At 210, I took Roschon Johnson, the running back out of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I just like him. He can be a 1-2 guy. He's not going to be an all 3 down back, which at this point you're not expecting him to do when you grab him here. To be honest, I honestly thought about taking Xavier Hutchinson here because I am one of the higher ones on Hutchinson, but having Pat take him was okay. And then at the 310, and I've been doing a bunch of mocks with the guys in Discord the past month, and at the 310 to 312, I've been taking Eric Gray out of Oklahoma everywhere. So this was an obvious Mikey pick. Was Eric Gray, the running back out of Oklahoma, good pass catching guy and can already pass block, which is what a lot of coaches want.
Yep, bring us down, bro.
I will do that right now.
With that also being said and being stated, look for that to be a lot of guys that we're going to be looking for on our 3-day marathon of NFL draft. It was really nice to be able to get up, look at the big board. Thank you, Mike, for bringing that up. You had me in my out of my seat the whole time. You're able to see everything backstage. Yep. So it was great to break that down with you fellas. We're going to have more of that. We're going to be bringing more of that. Maybe we get some with Taco and David. One final topic for the night.
How sexy the beard is.
This topic is causing a lot of controversy in the fight world, in the boxing, combat sports, MMA world. I've even seen a lot of jiu-jitsu guys that I know.
It's causing a weirdo friend of mine to text me on my way home saying, "This is bullshit."
It is. I mean, in a way, like it is. It is like straight up. So, I mean, we're just gonna ask this question. We'll start with Taco and David, and then and we're gonna get into the 3 panelists at the top.
Really, Taco? He had to put the picture up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Obviously, we are talking about Garcia Davis. This is the most hyped up. Very rarely does boxing overtake UFC Twitter. in the combat sports world. Rarely does boxing take over UFC, Facebook, and Reddit. Like, this shit is everywhere right now. Garcia, Davis, it's fucking happening. It's going down. I find ironic that Usyk and fucking Fury announced their fight to be 2 days after these guys. But anyways, not still from the limelight of what we're really talking about. Garcia, Davis. This is easily possibly going to be the fight of the year. We're getting spoiled with it in the month of April, which is super early in 2023. Styles make fights. Garcia, known on his social media for his speed, the angles that he takes. He's known even in his fights and his matches for the speed and the angle. But not only that, the power that he takes. He has been knocked down once, and once only. You have a 205 to a 200 win amateur record between the two of them. They fought a lot of fights. They fought and sparred some of the same guys. Gervonta Davis, obviously never been knocked down, but pure, just ruthless knockout power. Shorter guy, lower center of gravity. Tosses out this clause. That it's there's a two-part clause, a rehydration clause, as well as a catchweight clause to make Garcia fight at 136 versus what he usually rehydrates and balloons up to at 140, which is not uncommon. Ryan has called out Garcia, saying he doesn't have the heart of the champion. With this being said, fellas, what do you guys feel? Early on, is Davis being pussy? Throwing out these catchweight clauses. Do you feel like catchweight clauses and rehydration clauses should be utilized in these type of big events? I don't care what happens in the amateur fight. These type of big events where we all put money. As Kyrie says, this is ruining the sport. Fuck that. What's your thoughts, Taco? Go.
I'm gonna say I can understand, where they're coming from, and it, they probably have a range at which they feel like, they'll get a little bit of an advantage with him, and you're trying to press for every advantage in this fight. This is probably going to be a fight that goes a little bit longer. Ryan likes to start out fast and Tank gets going early. So with that, with him not being able to fully hydrate, you figure it might tire him out a little bit sooner. It might wear him down a little bit quicker, and it might be a little bit of a mental game where maybe he thinks about it a little bit. So I understand why the Davis camp is doing it, but the way Garcia is approaching it, though, makes you really think that he's swaying me. You go in, a lot of boxing fans go into this thinking Davis probably is the guy that's gonna take down Garcia.
Until you try to handicap the other fighter out.
Yeah, exactly. Like the raw skills that Davis has make you feel like he's probably should be the favorite. He is the betting favorite, I believe. Yes. But the way Garcia is approaching this, it's really starting to make me dig the dog, and I'm really starting to feel like you actually might have a shot at this. Like you said, it seems like you're a little scared. If you're really, it's 4 pounds. I know 4 pounds is a lot, but still, it's 4 pounds. You're really going this hard about 4 pounds. Okay, that shows me a little something. Like you said, you're a little scared. You're just not gonna let the man naturally hydrate, get him back to his weight, and let it rock. So it's mind games. It's tactics. It's Davis kind of understanding he is comfortable and trying to get him out of his comfort zone. And, that's the name of the game. And I just give props to Garcia for the way he's approached his fight so far. He wants it. And that's starting.
It feels like very early on that both fighters definitely want it.
Yeah.
The press conferences, obviously Garcia is very professional, whereas Davis is very soft-spoken. So these are press conferences that are what what Mayweather gives us. You know,
But there was that good moment. Did you see where Ryan was like, "Well, I showed up early for this," and then Davis goes, "Well, you supposed to," and he says, "I'm supposed to what? Promote the fight?"
fight.
And then they
He's like,
start
somebody has to.
like, yeah, it's my job. I'm a professional, and it was just sitting there. It's just the way he's approaching this whole entire fight starts to give me that insight on, okay, this kid is really serious about it.
He's approaching it like a pro for real.
I think he might upset this shit.
David.
So obviously, I don't know shit about fighting, so I can't really say too much. The one thing I will say, I
You know how to throw a jab.
Maybe I don't know. Not a good jab. Like it's on par, probably like a 13-year-old girl.
Guys, if we get into a bar fight and David's around, we put him in the back.
I'm taking a back seat. You goddamn right.
David through.
I'll be like,
let
hey,
him,
guys,
let him take like 2 punches.
I'll take David's punch. I got this.
Thank you. That's a true friend right there.
I
But I will say, what I do tune into regularly, or what I'd like to tune into regularly, is just seeing both the Paul brothers get their asses whooped. I mean, that brings pure joy to my eyes. Honestly.
That last fight wasn't that great.
Why did you that have nothing to do with this?
On that note, did you hear the part of the interview?
Oh my god!
They had Jake Paul on the show with Logan and them, and they asked Jake if he would ever fight KSI. And he goes, no, because he hasn't fought anyone good. Everyone he's fought is shit. And they all start laughing. And Logan's like, why are you laughing? And the guys are like, because he fought you, you dumbass.
The brothers fight each other.
Because Jake
all right,
was like,
we're not on that topic. We're not on that topic. Let's not let the algorithm give them more clout.
Well, I will say this, though. One fun fact, though, I will say about fighting. Guess who fought at the same wrestling club as former UFC champion and former Expendable himself, Randy Couture?
Who?
This guy. I used to wrestle at the same, freestyle wrestling club as him. Yeah.
I love the random story time. So you have no take on this.
No take. I don't know jack
all
shit.
Right,
I am a lost cause.
Guess who lives a mile away from me? Chuck Liddell's brother.
Really?
All right. So
small universe. Fuck.
So there's something that I don't give a shit how hydrated you are after weighing in. I don't give a shit about any of that. Just go out there and punch some people. Now, let's talk about something that actually does matter. Nope. Mike, mute everyone, please.
Hold on.
I'm waiting for those mute buttons. Thank you.
Mute.
Thank you.
Mute.
1, 2,
mute.
3, and
you can talk. I'm
all right.
Quiet.
The WWE. Okay. The WWE is currently in talks of legalizing sports betting on their scripted
matches. On their scripted matches.
Them not, which would mean them not being able to reveal storylines ahead of time and any other long-term planning. It would mean having to avoid leaks. Now, this has been done with things like the Oscars and other award shows that are pre-planned and everyone knows ahead of time what the outcome is going to be. This could be absolute chaos in the betting community as they attempt to... Probably still muted and he's like, hold on.
He is so pissed.
But I'm like, this is real. This is real. This is real for like as much as it's scripted. There's realness here. This affects us as gamblers.
So,
Robbie, you're up. You're the only one that I unmuted.
Give me a take. Give me a take on a fight.
He doesn't know anything. He just wants to see guys people punch each other.
I'm not even gonna watch it. I don't watch that shit. I think boxing stuff is fuck.
Okay, all right, Mike, you and I go.
All right, so today Robbie texted me and was like, what is up with this goddamn hydration bullshit? This is freaking blah, blah, blah. Davis is blah. I know I'm adding on to it. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate it. If anyone noticed that.
That's Mike's graphic.
No, it's AR, isn't it?
That's my AR graphic I put up today.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
I don't think it's as big of a deal as some people do. And yes, I'm talking about you, Robbie.
It is a big deal.
I'm not saying it's not a big deal. I'm just saying I don't think it's as a big a deal as you do. That's all I'm saying in that sentence.
Why do you need a catch weight clause? Are you scared or what? You're scared. If you're scared, say you're scared.
Personally, to me, this fight
that's gamesmanship
is almost a coin flip. But I do agree with Taco for once, and I do like the fact how Ryan is playing this to his advantage and building his own up. He's taking this like, okay, fine, I'm going to go against the world because of this. And if that's what you need to do to win a fight, I have no effing problem with that.
Yep.
Hank is acting way too cocky, way too calm.
He's a little arrogant right now, right?
He's very arrogant.
Yeah.
Like what, and then they kind of hearing some of their sparring partners that they fought against. I mean, Rolly is not a great boxer by any fucking means. But Rolly's saying Garcia hits harder. The Nicaraguan that both Tank and Garcia both fought and both knocked out. Them both saying, or him saying Garcia hits harder.
But that's my thing. I don't think Davis needs to hit harder.
Davis needs to not get hit.
You're right. You're right.
I feel like Davis needs to not get hit.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He doesn't need to hit harder to win.
Mexican fighters are completely different, bro.
Trust me, I live in fucking California. That's all I
David,
see.
David, this is the real thing. No, like you go into a boxing gym.
No, you're right. You're right.
Different countries, we have different styles of fighting.
No, you're right. You're right about that. I was
Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. and goddamn Oscar Crackhead De La Hoya.
Or who was the one guy? There's this one boxer. What's his name? He died. He was murdered, wasn't he? I forget what his name is, but he was filthy. You know what I'm talking about?
But to get
I think I should know this. Oh my god, I know who you're talking about.
Don't really. Robbie's gonna not like me saying this because he's gonna want me to have a specific take.
Hector Macho Camacho. That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
Camacho. I really don't care who wins this fight. I don't care who really wins. I just want to see
a good fight.
I just want to see a good fight.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like not having a betting interest in a fight when it's this big.
I care because of this comment here. Because it sets up Haney has yet to realistically drop anyone.
I'll be honest, if this happens, I'm picking Haney.
If this happens, if who wins this fight,
I'll be rooting for Haney either way.
Either way,
I'll be rooting for Haney. I'm not saying Haney's going to win.
If Garcia wins, Haney's getting dropped. Haney's fucked.
No, I never said he wasn't. I'm saying if Haney fights either one, I will be rooting.
Yep. Haney's supposed to be fighting Lomachenko in May. I think Jamie said that earlier.
Give me Lomo. I mean, I like Lomo better than Haney.
Garcia does keep his chin high, but if that's enough to bait Gervonta in, and then he could just catch him. Gervonta relies on the fact that he's a shorter stature fighter, and he has that low center of gravity, so he fights a lot, and he goes that low jab, and that's how he tries to get into coming and catch you. That's what Davis tries to plan traps. Ryan can plan traps too, and he can plan traps with his speed and his angles.
Did you see the issues they had with the rematch clause? Where they were being particularly bitchy about it with how much Golden Boy was going to get in the promotion of a rematch if Ryan won.
Oh, there absolutely needs to be a rematch.
Yeah, well, there was a clause that they were trying to put in there that had it.
Our channel has been saying that boxing is coming back into its own, and rightfully so, for a very long time.
But I also agree that boxing will never be what it used to be.
It'll never be what it used to be.
No. But
especially
also, it won't be. It won't. I think Taco will actually agree with me on this one. I don't think it'll be even close to as big until the heavyweights are back as the main attraction.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or you get a real star like a real person that can captivate the audience, like a Mayweather was able.
Garcia,
like a Sugar Ray Leonard in the
I
back.
feel like Garcia has a social media.
Garcia is starting to bloom into that guy, and you still got Canelo. Canelo's still going to drive it. The question is, how long can Canelo maintain?
Look at what the UFC is doing right now with 3 Mexican champions.
Yeah.
If boxing can have 2, fuck.
I'll tell you this. Yeah. I think just right now, combat sports since the pandemic is on the rise. Like what UFC did, I think in general, because UFC is a great betting venue, and I feel like those people are going to trickle into boxing a little bit more, especially as some of these bigger fights are starting to come out. And if boxing can promote themselves well and put themselves on these platforms, I think it gets interesting. But one quick thing before we go, guys, there is the matchup on Saturday. Jan versus what I can't pronounce his name.
Davashili.
Davashili.
Is it me or I'm starting to feel Davashili kind of getting this one?
I've been saying that for a month.
Really? I'm starting to feel that, bro.
So here's my personal betting advice for tomorrow night's fight. I am personally fading that.
I'm not betting that fight, but if I did, I'd say yeah.
I would say fade the fight. I would say fade the fight. Find a very soft hockey match that you know is gonna fucking lock.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. By the way, last night.
Thanks.
Pussy ass motherfuckers.
You're welcome.
Boss up.
Like if you're gonna bet tomorrow night's match, then yes, you need to be betting the value, and that's where both gentlemen that just spoke prior to me are getting off on that point. But you should be placing bets like that anyway. You should be searching value. I mean, fuck. I personally I almost cleared out a whole fucking card last Saturday without Shevchenko. Like if Shevchenko.
Oh, so no, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. No, I'm saying.
I will say
Shevchenko fucked us. Shevchenko fucked us.
That's what I'm saying. Because I even hit on the same game on Jones getting the submission under 4.5 rounds with the win inside the parlay. I had a 10 that was gonna win like 200 if Shevchenko won.
Bro, Shevchenko fuck is so bad for so many handicappers, bro. Like the amount of
I had 95 working on parlays, and I was covering from all matches.
Dog, I was in the VIPs and I watched fucking parlays just.
But I tell you,
including my own, I was like, hold on. So I clear big fight cards. Last time I can't remember the last time I haven't cleared a big fight carding. Well, last Saturday, that was crazy. Like that was crazy. I was like, that just happened to me.
The last time something like this happened, because at the same time that she went down, my baby. Well, during the fight, my baby was up, and I had to go and take care of the kid. And she was up during the whole time. And to me, that was a bad omen because I was doing so good with all the wins.
It was a bad omen. Motherfucker, don't blame it on the kids. Anyways.
That's exactly what happened.
Fuck you, Taco.
So once he went down, I ran to my app and I put the last $120 down on different John Jones bets. And I covered that shit very nicely.
Oh my gosh. Let's get into the outros. It's the weekend. Anybody got anything that they really want to say? If you're copying us, if you're fucking using our name on YouTube, stop being a dick. We're just all gonna keep reporting you. Like we're all just gonna report you, and like we're just gonna get your channel taken the fuck down, like straight up.
That Shockbot versus what is it? Nagy.
Shout out to Rumboyz Racing.
What was that fight? I forgot that fight. Not the co-main, but the one right before the co-main.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Alexander. It's Alexander versus Alexander.
Taco. No. Stop. Do you have anything else?
No, but that was a great fight. That was a good fight.
David, anything else?
Nothing else really. Same old shit, just a different day. I'm going to start a countdown clock, though, on when the Bears will be back to fucking contending. It's going to be a year and 6 months to this day. Just mark my fucking words, okay? Cooking with Cox. What the fuck is that?
That's what he should change his name to.
It sounds like a Brazzers website affiliate or some shit.
It does.
Sounds like something Jamie watches every night.
Yeah.
Y'all go troll that motherfucking shit, yo. Y'all go troll it.
Shots fired there, Mike. Jesus.
He knows I'm joking.
Don't give him any attention. Don't give him extra views. Don't give him extra comments.
But hey, report his shit. Report his shit.
You know what? If he would have named his show Cooking with Cox Racing instead, he probably would have more than one.
Yo, he'd have so many subscribers, bro.
He'd have so.
His show would be bigger than ours. He'd be like, let me air fry these wings.
You know, it'd be hilarious though if he did it with like a bunch of chickens.
But his logo just one giant dick, you know.
All right, I'm ending this.
So, anything you got? You have anything?
Yeah, the blah blah blah.
All right, and then cheers to me. Cheers to you all the Rumboyz girls. What to do, Dilly Dilly? We love you.
Bye.